Beans and Rice audience, welcome. Back. It's good for me to be back. I might be solo today. I might not be. Definitely not completely solo. Let me just go ahead and get into things. It is the Butter Pecan.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. Okay, you heard another voice. He spoiled it. I was going to do it for myself, but...
Oh, damn, my bad.
That's Javi. Special guest, always a special guest. The peaceful protester, the Zen master, Jimmy Tatsumaki is joining me today. He decided not to be on the podium this time around because he might be running off to go do other things. So for now, Jimmy says hi. It's nice to have you all here. And
Ni hao.
Joke's on you. We'll go ahead and pan over. And before we even get to a beast, we have in the middle
somebody that came to save us,
somebody that came
She's trying to convert us because everybody knows that we use Android. You know what I mean?
We don't use Apple products.
Come on, man.
She has an Apple product in her hand. She is an Apple superintendent. She's the one who came up with the idea at Apple to put the nets around the building because it's a toxic workplace. Everyone complaining about being baristas and working at companies, go fuck yourselves, okay?
Right.
This company had to put nets to save people from offing themselves.
And she wove the nets herself. You know what I mean?
She hand knitted them.
Yeah. You guys go, I can't. I don't know how to knit. Go fuck yourself. You want to marry me? You guys wonder why I'm fucking single. I mean, you gals wonder why the fuck I'm single. Okay? Come on, you fucking perverts. Okay.
That being said, let's go ahead and...
I don't know her. How do you say her Asian name again, Hoss?
It's Sun Wukong.
I just don't want to
offend anybody.
Offend her,
So her full name is Melissa Sun Wukong
Carter. Okay, yep. Miss Carter. It's nice to have her.
Yep.
And before you get to me, sometimes when I'm feeling under the weather, when I'm ill and I need a pill,
he's got the pill to Ibiza. It is none other than Jose's caregiver,
healthcare expert.
Yep.
Filomeno El Jíbaro. Okay? And now that you talked about Filomeno, there's somebody below them, Well, you only see him if you join the chat's live, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Otherwise, there's no protection.
He's a myth of sorts if you don't see him in the live chats on the premiere of the actual episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a chilly day sometimes if he's around.
It gets frosty. People say, oh, Kid Frost is coming to Utah. Fuck that guy. You know what I mean? Come on, dude.
His middle name is Frostbite, but we don't use it. His name is
Larry the Winter Soldier. Okay? And then above Larry, next to Larry, wearing the little Pirata del Caribe, that CC connection. All the way from the Gulf of Mexico, the one and only host Beefy.
666 La Bestia.
Okay, and you can't talk about the Bestia
without the beauty.
You know what I mean?
This time around we are, because she's not here today.
Yeah, she got tired. It was too much masculinity for her last week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there is another beauty that we have in that corner.
Mm-hmm. Another beauty. Yeah, we had to save her.
Yep,
Javi's trying to save her too. You know.
Yeah. And she doesn't want
and
to
her
saved.
Babies.
Yeah.
But who is it?
It's none other than
the mobile abortionist.
Yes. Nissan Hatake Abormoto.
Okay.
Live and indirect in the flesh.
And she's being a little chit-chatty with somebody else, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Somebody from the Catholic community, decided to show up. All of a sudden he remembered he had a job,
Yes. She's an investigator and he's been her teacher.
Yeah.
But it is the Omega from the bodega, Mr. J48. Javi.
Let's go, guys. Viva Cristo Rey. Doubled up here.
Doubled up.
Let's
yeah.
go.
What did he double up with, huh?
Dude, what do you have?
Double cupped. I got here the Lord and Savior himself.
Okay.
And then I also
what kind of book do you think he's got today?
Dude, I don't know.
What kind of book do I have here, you guys?
It's not evil, I can tell you that.
It's not evil. It's the good book.
Yes.
Let's go.
Love the good book, man.
Good vibrations,
Absolutely.
And that wasn't Filomeno that was down here, But he's got good vibrations too,
Yeah.
He's actually I could turn him on down here, Turns into a little shocker,
He's battery powered.
Yeah, his little hands, come on. Shock a little bit.
Well, he's light and he's fleshy. Fleshlight, okay?
Look at this, dude. Come on. Open arms. He'll heal anyone. You heard about Jesus? Come on.
Hey, that's his creed, with arms wide open.
He was the second prophet, Filomeno.
Under the sunlight.
It's in the Bible,
He'll welcome you to this place.
But it's good to have you here, Hoss.
Thank you.
I missed you a little bit.
I miss you guys, actually.
Yeah? Were you thinking about us?
I was.
Yeah. But one thing that I was thinking about is we've gone to a couple concerts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all these, we see a couple basic bitches, you know what I mean? But they're boy bitches, you know?
Yeah.
All you fucking boy bitches, you know what I mean?
Couple BBs out
Yeah,
there.
a couple BBs, you know? And what
Yeah.
are they wearing? We got, you know, especially in the rapping community, you know? We had some people from the rapping community, but they were from the hip hop community. They don't wear that kind of shit, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But we go to the rapper community, what are these fucking basic bichos wearing, huh?
So a bunch of kid shit, toddler nonsense, cookies.
You know? And do we support cookies?
Absolutely not.
You know?
Only if they come with milk, you know.
Only if it comes attached to a woman.
Because, yeah, we support women, women's empowerment, because, you know, now everybody's focused on the ass, you
Go
know?
run along, Jimmy. Go ahead.
And from back in the day when I used to play, how did I used to play?
On the PSP,
You know?
and it's infamous. But we, as you guys may know, Jizz on my jugs, not mine. But JOMJ stands for
JOMJ.
Jizz on my jugs.
And you can keep talking, and maybe I can be the model. I can be the Anakin.
We're all rocking this shirt. If you haven't noticed already, if you're not watching, do yourself a favor, tune into YouTube, like and subscribe. We always got a show going on for you, but we got the Juggies shirt, okay? A BNR exclusive. We just printed these literally today in-house. If you are interested, do not be afraid. Go ahead and DM us on Instagram, Beans and Rice Pod, and we'll go ahead and get you one of these shirts.
You know?
$25.
Exclusives.
Couple juggalos out here, you know what I mean?
And we say Juggies because we know that historically we all love, you know, the booty. The booty's what's in right now. All these girls getting BBLs.
Yeah, and beat up, you know? I
Yes.
thought you were going to say that.
Oh, they are getting beat up.
Brazilian
also,
beatdown, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense for women, you know, either risk in a relationship getting beat up or risk a life-altering surgery.
That Dr.
Or
Botch,
life-ending,
you know what I mean?
they'll botch it, and then you got to go get another surgery. So
The
you got to be a sugar
Charcuteries out
baby.
here.
Either way, this lifeless cycle, so to speak. The booty gets a lot of love, don't get me wrong, but we got to bring Jugs back, okay? Let's not
Yeah.
forget the Jugs. And we don't discriminate. We love Jugs of all sizes.
Yeah, sometimes one jug is bigger than the other one, you know? The
Yeah.
kid, El Nino, you know what happened.
They're asymmetrical, and that's okay.
You know? That's nice. Sometimes it's nice, you know what I mean?
It's a variety.
Yeah. Just gives you something, a different feeling, you know?
Yeah, it's like 2 for 1.
Yeah.
But it's
You got
just
sick
two.
on a flip over. You don't want to be
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's like you got two chicks almost.
Like
you
lay
know?
on your left side now. I want to see that view. You know?
You know, can the butt chicks do that? No, they can't, you know?
No, usually they're pretty symmetrical.
Yeah, unless she's missing a leg, you know?
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
One-legged Brittany out there.
But what day is it today, host?
It is September 20th, a Tuesday,
You know?
and it's
And-
a lovely Tuesday.
I know, and it's a lovely Tuesday, but maybe can I ask you, you know, how it was over at Parque de las Bombas?
Unfortunately, I never made it to Ponce, Puerto Rico.
Shout
Parque de
out.
las Bombas.
Parque de las Bombas. So you didn't end up in Puerto Rico?
No.
What happened?
I got tomfooleried by an airline. I won't name it. I don't want to bash it yet because
What
I'm
does
in
it start with?
restitutions. It starts with A. And
Alaska
rhymes.
Airlines? Come on. Of course
I
it's
was
not
gonna
going
say
to
it's gonna rhyme with Alaska, okay? And it is Alaska Airlines. So
Well, host,
Yeah.
Alaska's the complete opposite way of Parque de las
That's
Bombas.
why-
that's
No wonder
why
you didn't
they
make
fucked
it.
me over, okay? I looked for
You
Delta.
thought you got a good deal? You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
thought I had a great deal.
Yeah.
So I landed in LAX, right? All same
Yeah.
day. I didn't fucking know. I didn't look at the ticket. I just like, let the powers guide me.
Yeah.
And in LAX, I landed on a Thursday morning. Oh, we're heading to Mexico. Okay, Loreto. Baja California Sur, Mexico.
Saludos.
Saludos. And your plane is going to be delayed an hour. There's a hurricane.
There's a hurricane over there?
Yep.
Of course, the fucking Pacific Ocean. You know, that piece of shit.
God's cursing them. A lot of naughty boys and girls down there. So, canceled flight that day. I'm like, fuck. So I stayed the night in LAX. Show up the next morning again at LAX where they said they're going to fly again at 11:30 in the morning. An American Airlines, shout out to America, MAGA, USA, right? Patriot Power.
Proud patriots.
They make it all the way over to fucking Mexico, Loreto, Mexico that morning. Guess what happens in Alaska Airlines? Which Alaska wasn't part of the original. It's not part of the mainland. So not true patriots, but they don't go. They're like,
They're
11:30,
ex-Russians.
yeah, we're delaying it 2 hours. Like, okay, whatever, we'll see. Delayed another 2 hours. So someone, aka myself, had to show up, talk to their I didn't ask for the manager, someone else did. Someone else that was rich.
Halsey asked for the fucking pilot, okay? You think
Yeah.
he's gonna talk to the fucking manager? Come on, man.
So I'm discussing with him. I go, I find it hard to believe that A, You didn't make the flight earlier if you knew winds were going to be a problem because American Airlines was able to land this morning. So why aren't you guys able to land? Oh, flight patterns, blah, blah, blah. I go, you know what? I'm going to assume the plane isn't full and you think that you're going to lose money by flying us out because the fuel's not worth it. But you're going to lose more money if you keep stranding us here because, you know, a lot of us are already going to ask for some sort of recompense, some sort of refund.
Recompensia.
Right? Some sort of gift certificate, something to, because you've now delayed us a full day and now we're half a day into the second day. And they go, okay, hold on, let's see what we can do. An hour and a half later, the first pilot shows up, but of course you need 2 pilots to fly. And then with 2 minutes left, because they have like a 2-hour window for the pilots to show up, the other pilot showed up. We landed at 7:30. The airport had already closed, but they stayed open for us specifically. But that's where I spent my weekend.
So how was it hanging out with Mexicans?
It felt odd because we were at a resort because I had to stay somewhere. So, of course, I'm going to stay at a nice resort. I'm not going to... What do you think? I'm going to spend my nights on the streets?
Hamptons, Mexico. That's where he was.
Dude,
Los Hamptons.
So I felt like it was literally being a couple steps below Mr. Powers.
Yeah.
It's a couple servants, you know, always bowing, asking me if I need anything.
Couple Santo Juarez, couple Juan Diegos out there.
And
couple Jimmys out
there. It
there.
was nice. Like, I get it, you know. I get... Prior to 1960, I get it.
Yeah.
It might not be right, but it doesn't mean it's not nice. So,
but it feels so good.
They were a fraction of a human. Is that what you were saying? Huh?
3/5, I believe, is what they were. Yeah. But height-wise, guys, they're really short. Mexicans, typically.
Yeah.
Maybe on, like, Mexico
They were from
City.
Chiapas, you know?
Yeah,
they were from over there from
They're
Chiapas.
Chaparritos is what they were. So, you know? But it was good. They got a lot of good food. It was good weather. Good company out there.
Did you shake your maracas out there or not?
Hey, they wanted me to. Because I was exotic for them, you know?
Yeah.
Even though I had similar skin tone, maybe a little bit lighter.
They thought you were exotic?
They didn't see my facial features because, you know, I'm kind of a
was there
mixed racial guy.
Was there a couple of Juggies out there?
My Juggies were probably the biggest until I saw some rich ladies walk in, you know, that had the fake ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those almond milks.
Then I did,
The California.
Yeah, like California almonds. You know, come on.
those
man.
were S rank ones, right? Mine was probably now B rank at that point,
Oh, man.
which is also my cup size. But
You know?
yeah,
Yeah, that must have been pretty nice, you know?
it was really nice. So
So you would go back to Mexico, you think?
I will be going back. Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked it. I'll go there. I do want to go to Guadalajara, and then we should go to Mexico City.
But dude, next time I don't know why you didn't just take the jumbo jet, dude. Come on, man.
well, Alice has already been crying about how often we don't pay her, which is never.
Yeah.
We never don't pay her is what I mean to say. And that we don't let her use the plane. So I let her use the plane this weekend. Do you see her here? Not this
Nope.
weekend. So
She's on airplane mode,
she's
you know?
still on the way back. Yeah.
Come on, Alice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe now we can celebrate a little bit, you know? I forgot how to celebrate with you, you know? Even with Javi, he wasn't here last week either, you know?
Oh. And quick shout out, Gabino Grimes. Thank you for filling in for me.
Shout out
I
to
really
you.
appreciate that. And
He was a pretty nice guy, you know?
he was a nice guy. He did well.
And his uncle Gabriel, shout out to his uncle Gabriel.
Yeah.
He messaged me, you know, he said he was gonna send me a couple magazines, you know?
Well, it's funny. He reached out to me while I was in Mexico.
He did too?
And he goes, hey, I got some connections out there if you want some little, some naughty material.
Yeah.
And I go, hey, pervert, lose my number. I don't need that.
Naughty,
Well,
naughty.
oh, come on, you didn't want Uncle Gabriel's number?
Well, I didn't know it was Uncle Gabriel until after I sent him that. And right before I blocked him, thankfully, he's like, oh, this is Gabino's uncle. And I go, thank you, I appreciate that. I don't take advantage of friends. Okay? So, Gabino, I don't want to take advantage of your uncle. So,
But Uncle
his
Gabriel,
hospitality.
I'll be waiting, you know? Send me a couple. Maybe he's got the Just on My Juggs videos, you know? Hey, send me a couple, you know? So shout out to Uncle Gabriel. And why don't you start the first holiday for us, Javi?
You got it, boss. The first holiday is
Hey,
National.
come on, dude. He's trying to work up his ranks to, you know, employ the other year.
Hey, I missed.
Settle the fuck
I
down,
missed the
dude.
day, you know.
Come on.
And I didn't call in, so
You know? Yeah,
he was a no call, no show.
I did no
on.
call, no shows. You know,
Yeah,
my
come on,
points are
man.
up.
Yeah.
Don't fucking say that again. Maybe let's try that again, you know?
Yeah, let's run that back.
Shout out to Uncle Gabriel, you know, help me out with the JOMJs, okay? Maybe now we can go over, you know, with Javi, start the holidays.
Yeah,
you
Javi,
know?
tell us what the holidays are, man.
You got it, boss. But no, today is September 20th, National Fried Rice Day.
Hey, you
Fried
know?
rice. You
Shout
got-
out to Nissan Hatake.
Yep. and
Abor
Melissa
Moto.
Melissa.
Tan Wukong, you know? She's on the Wong. Is that what it's called?
The
The
gong.
woke?
Oh, that was a Wong thing.
That's
The
the
wok.
wrong thing to
That's
say.
the Wong one.
It's the walk one.
Oh, the walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Go take a walk.
Yeah, because you'd rather not see them drive if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Can you explain that? I don't
No,
know.
walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out.
No, China, walk it out.
Wuhan, walk it. They can't because they're locked down.
Hong
guys.
Kong,
Come
actually,
on.
they did walk it out. You know what I mean?
They did.
No, they want them to walk back. You know?
Yep.
Are they gonna walk back, Hoss, or what do you think?
No, they like being a free republic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Damn, bro. And then fucking Pelosi shows up there. What happens? You know?
It goes to shit.
They fired up the walk. You know?
Yeah,
In Mexico, that's guacamole. You know?
it is.
But
Walk.
have you ever cooked on a wok?
I have actually.
Yeah.
I have one at home.
Is it pretty nice?
It is nice.
How
It
big
really
is it?
It's about yay big.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a little baby.
And
Couple
what,
infants.
Oh, I thought you meant like Kanye. I was like, that's
I
a
know.
big ego.
Yeah, that'd be too big. But you could probably fit 2 babies in it, 2 infants, newborns.
yeah.
Yeah.
How many abortions?
If they make it there, you know.
If Nissan Hut, like she's
You know,
cooking, you know.
Full term, about 2 weeks out the womb.
Two
If-
of them.
If their body, their choice decided to leave it big,
Ah.
you know. Yeah.
She throws them in the wok, kind of like those little egg things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like embryo eggs, you know?
Yeah.
Just a fully developed embryo egg. No, it's like BALUT, okay?
Yeah,
It's a fully
BALUT.
developed bird in an egg, but a baby.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so gross to eat.
Oh,
Probably the brain. You could eat. Probably the best.
That's
you don't
one
think so?
thing I could not eat.
The balut.
Yeah, I don't think I could. Yeah,
Can you get that here in Utah? You
yeah, you
think?
can. I know where to get one.
Yeah.
At the Asian market. They sell them there.
Hey, maybe. Hey, Javi, you want to be employee of the year?
Suck one of those suckers down, you know?
Would you, Javi? Get a little balut or what?
Hell no.
Yeah.
I'm against abortion, you know. I'm over here trying to convince Hatake to not do it anymore.
Damn. Do you think maybe Burger Camps he can eat a balut?
No, he couldn't even eat the spicy papaya salad.
Oh, it's spicy balut.
I don't know if it is. I just mean, like, I don't think his palate could handle a bird with feathers that were developed, a beak, you know, some claws.
So you chew the beak and stuff or what?
Oh, you eat the whole thing.
Damn, dude.
Because it's still in the egg, right?
Yeah, it's still in the egg.
And how
'Cause
big
it's
is the
fully
egg?
formed, but it never hatched. It's about this big. Like,
Like a regular chicken?
yeah.
Maybe el tais, or maybe you think, you know?
I don't think he would.
No?
He pays those people $80.
Oh, fucking Glocko,
you know?
he would. You know what I
To
mean?
get the
Fucking
eggs
Glocko,
out,
dude. Come
yeah.
on, dude. Glocko, he would do it, you know? He likes to try exotic things, you know?
Yeah. I do
He's
too,
into-
but it's normally humane stuff, you know, if you catch
Yeah.
my drift.
How come PETA
Tokyo
doesn't
trip.
cancel that? You know what I mean?
Well,
Oh, it's because
dumb.
it's Asian, huh? They
They're
can't.
dumb, yeah.
Because now it's
'Cause
Asian
they'd
hate.
be racist, yeah.
Fucking backfired on these fucking idiots. Huh?
Fuck PETA. You know what? I'm gonna go eat a panda bear.
Doesn't he die in Hunger Games?
Who?
PETA?
Yes.
And Lupita, you
But
know?
that was PETA bread, you know? No one cares about PETA bread anymore. I'm sorry to the Indian folk. Red dot, not feather.
Well, how was? But I forgot before we get off the rail a little bit too much. Hey, and there wasn't an Asian joke, guys. Okay,
The
simmer
rail.
the fuck down.
That's an Irish joke, okay?
That's an Irish-
It's an Irish
Pacific
one, not
Union.
Chinese.
Pacific Union.
You know what? Before we get off the rails, you know what? So, like on your walk, you know, it's like, what are you cooking? Do you make like Asian food or just
Yeah,
anything?
that's what I've made. You can make anything you want.
Probably
I've done, like-
fajitas I can cook on it. You think?
yeah, you can for sure.
'Cause I made some fajitas this last week, and
I've done like garlic cream shrimp in it.
yeah.
Yeah,
And do your parents like it too or no?
yeah.
What about
it's
soups? You
convenient
can make
'cause
a
you can make
soup?
so much in it. I wouldn't do a soup because I think the walls need to be like higher and just like because it's too open. So if you're making soup, it has a tendency to maybe spill. So I've never tried it. I'm sure you
Yeah.
could, but
What kind of pans do you guys have, Javi?
plus with soup, you want to close the lid to develop flavors better.
Because Javi, he lives with a chef now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, there's a bunch. Like
You got a lot of pans there, Javi, or what?
ceramic.
Of course,
Yeah.
he's got bimbo pans, okay? He's Mexican. Mexicans love
Pan
bread.
bimbo.
I found that out when I was living. I did live in Mexico for a couple days.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what kind of pans does he have? Does he have pans like he doesn't let you touch?
No. Well, I mean, her mom does all the cooking. So, but it's like just a bunch of regular Mexican stuff. I don't know. Like,
Oh, come on, Javi. You see?
there's a
He
couple
lives with a chef.
ceramics.
He hasn't even learned the names of the fucking pans. You know?
Yeah.
He's like, is this Japan? You know? Come on.
Is this Japan?
This is my pan.
Is this your pan?
This is Saipan. You know? Shout out to the Saipanese sisters. You know?
No, the Sai is gone now. Saigon.
Saigon, super Saigon.
That
you
was
know?
like Gundam style.
That's what
He
they can't
fucking
see
gone,
good.
Yeah.
Super Saigon.
But what was the day, Javi?
National Fried Rice Day.
National
Yeah.
Fried Rice. You know, so let's reel it back to fried rice. What's
I
going
like
on?
fried rice.
Yeah.
The simplest
Chicken
of
fried
forms.
rice or ham fried rice?
Ham fried rice, I think, is my favorite one because it's straightforward, it's simple, and I think it pairs well with most Asian, well, Chinese type cuisines, right? So you got the rice, you got the soy sauce, carrots, peas,
A little bit of egg, you know?
yep, and ham.
That's the first thing we learned how to cook in high
Green
school,
onion.
right?
Green
Food
onion.
class.
Yeah.
And that's the only Asian food that you can reheat.
And
You
it's
can throw
good.
it in the
It's just as
microwave.
good.
You know what I mean?
It's just as good.
Because everything else, you throw a wonton, what happens?
It gets rubbery.
You know, it's like you're chewing on a freaking
Flashlight.
Yeah, you know, you get an egg roll, what happens?
It's also becomes rubbery.
You know, you get a sushi, what happens, Sus?
Then you just fucking cooked it, and it's no longer sushi.
You know, what else is Asian, homie, that you can microwave?
Cheese wontons.
I already said that, you know. Come
You said
on,
wontons?
He said wontons, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Couple
You
gyozas. Chicken
Gyozas you can reheat?
dumplings. What?
Gyozas you can reheat, can't you?
Well, I mean, that's similar to a wonton.
It wouldn't reheat the same, huh?
Not in the microwave.
No,
Yeah.
no, not in the microwave.
Yeah. That's
But
what
in
we're
the air
talking about.
fryer, you know, you can put it
Air
in the
fryer
air
would be
fryer.
delicious.
Anything in the air fryer.
Yeah.
Well-
I bet you the wontons will taste a hell of a lot better in the air fryer.
Yeah, you reheat them there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But fried rice, what other is Asians? Well, Mexicans say the Mexican rice you have to fry it first. Did you know that, Hoss? Do you guys do that in Puerto Rico or no?
Frying the rice?
Yeah,
So
you
you-
fry it for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, you fry it like before putting any water. You like fry it till
so
it
it smells
browns.
like kind
Oh,
of like
you cook the rice itself like that?
yeah,
yeah.
just like in oil.
We don't typically do that.
you do
No?
that till it smells like nutty, and then you start. That's when you start
it
like
starts
adding
to
the
brown.
water.
Like once it's golden, then that's when you start putting the liquid.
Yeah, no. Depending on if you want to make it like, it depends on the Puerto Rican. We have a arroz pegado, which you make the rice normal, but
It
in the
just sounds
pan,
like-
if you like cook it long enough, then you get like this crunchy, crispy rice on the bottom. Like my mom loves it, my brother likes it. I'm not a big fan, but like the island is split. But that's kind of our
So
crispy
Puerto
rice.
Ricans
Uh.
have sticky rice, huh?
Essentially.
It's just a fucking mom. She forgot to take it off the fucking pan. You know. He's like,
No,
oh,
probably how it
arroz
started.
pelado, you know.
Probably how it started, but like now that's just a thing. It's arroz pegado.
Yeah, but I do like when it's a little bit burnt. The rice, I don't know why, man.
I don't know. I don't know if I like it too much.
Yeah?
It's okay. So if I get a couple in there, cool. But I don't get like all of it. My mom like will eat heaps of it.
Cause like in the Mexican fried rice, that can happen when you cook it like that. Cause you have to fry it. If you burn it, then it'll be, you know, like some will have like a little bit of oil. But I don't know. I think I like it, man.
Not a big fan.
I just like the crispiness. You know what I mean? Just like anything that's crispy and those burnt ends. You know?
Yeah, for me, rice is always like it's soft. It's a vessel to carry extra flavor, right? It will absorb like the sauces or the juices of like the meat or the beans or whatever it is you pair it with. So I like soft, fluffy rice typically. I
But
like crunchy
plain.
rice.
So what about Indian rice and
No,
stuff
no.
like that?
Even if it's seasoned, it's fine. But I don't want it crunchy. Like to me, rice is soft.
And somebody like soft and sweet rice. You know?
Yeah.
It's hobby. You know? How do you like your rice, hobby?
The white rice.
Just rice in general. What's your favorite rice?
I like the white rice with the buttery, like
The Puerto Rican.
kind of like the
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 buttery ricany.
buttery ricany
Puerto
with bell
Rican-y.
peppers, Puerto Rican-y, kind of
Bell
like processed.
peppers?
It's soft. Yeah, you never had it?
rice. No.
Dad used to make it all the time.
Rice with bell peppers? I can't remember,
Yeah,
bro.
like it's like slivered. It's fucking good, and it's all buttery and delicious. You never
No.
had it, bro?
I can't remember.
Yeah, dude, that was my favorite. I mean, I love Spanish rice too, but like that white one with like the bell peppers and I think onions and stuff like that, and it's just like so soft and smooth. It pairs well with chicken, preferably with like salsa verde or something. Oof, the best.
Because rice, what would be your favorite rice? Because for me, you know what rice I like? It's like the Greek rice, that lemon one. It's like yellow, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know which one you're
That
talking
one's like
about.
underrated. I forget that it exists, and then I try. I'm like, oh man, this is
So
so
it might
good.
be biased, but I mean,
Like the basmati.
I don't know. Well, you know, that's
Yeah.
a Mexican boss, you know. La basmati.
Basmati.
Boss Matty. You know? he's a white guy, not Mexican. I might go with arroz con gandules. But I mean, just plain white rice is hard to beat. It really is.
If it ain't white,
It's not.
It ain't
It's not
right.
right.
you
Not
know
the
what I mean?
best.
No, but yeah, good. We've talked about it before, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good rice, you know.
Yeah, it's delicious. But arroz con gandules, which is the seasoned rice that we make in Puerto Rico, with they're called pigeon peas, and we put bacon in it and stuff like that. Yeah, he gags, but he's got you think his nose is small, his
But he
esophagus
swallows.
is smaller. Yeah.
Hey,
He
those
gags,
rice-
but he swallows. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Hey, come on, guys, come on. I was stretching my nose, man. I had a tickle, you know. But that's
Ga-
it for rice. You don't think so?
Yeah,
We got a couple ex rice workers in here, you know.
yeah.
Filomeno and Javi, you know, so they can get triggered easily, you know.
Triggered. All right, but the next holiday is National Pepperoni Pizza Day.
Hey,
Dude, I fucking love pepperoni pizza.
el pepperoni, you know,
Pepperoni.
perroni. That's
Maite,
fucking-
shout out to Maite.
El
You know?
bellaqueo style pizza.
Perroni, you know. You know, perreando asqueroso, you know.
Perreo
Perreo
sucio,
asqueroso. Asqueroso.
Sudado, you know.
bien sudadito, pegadito,
Un pasito
Y con
prohibido.
pepperonito, you know.
pepperroncito.
Pepperoncito, you
Do
know.
I fuck pepperoni pizza is just like it's the best thing to order because it's not just plain cheese, which I know a lot of people love plain cheese.
Man, fuck you if you dude. I hate when people just get cheese pizza, man.
Bro, but that's like
No, bro. Only
Like-
if you're getting a only cheese pizza, only get it. I don't want you to at any chain get it
I
at
only
a
want
place.
almond milk cheese
No, no,
pizza.
You only get it like a place that has like actual good cheeses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's like
Like,
a 5 cheese tile. Like
Yeah, that's like nice cheeses.
formaggio,
I'm not gonna get fucking
Gruyere.
cheese pizza from fucking anywhere. I don't care. Domino's, Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Little
Yeah.
Caesars, nothing. You know?
But it's just like it doesn't feel complete in the flavor profile of a pizza without something at least more than even whether it's sausage, it could be cheese with mushrooms,
Dude, even just
Peppers,
throw mushrooms,
yeah.
peppers. Come on.
like
bro.
dude, just something
pineapples on
more to
there.
take it. I'm
Yeah,
not a pineapple on pizza.
Well, I don't
fan.
care, but I throw a topping
but,
on it. Don't just
yeah,
put cheese, you know.
exactly.
Unless, like I said, it's like they put a nice cheese and then they put that Asiago at the top to make it crunchy, you know. Then you're talking.
Yeah,
You know?
as far as
Get fucking cheesy bread, you freaking idiots.
dude, as far as I think we bought it once just because of my suggestion, but fast food chain pepperoni pizza, Marcos,
We
shout
got
out to your guys'
Marcos,
brother. The Old World pepperoni,
Yeah.
fucking banger, huh? I think they've got the best fast food pepperoni pizza.
Dude, imagine back then, like, I mean, pepperoni's pretty good, but back then when you had to be like Christopher Columbus and shit, dude. And
That's-
that's like the thing that you can eat is like salami,
Well, that's why spices were
chorizo,
so. Yeah.
you know? Like, man, wouldn't you get tired of it? Like, fuck. I mean, probably charcuterie boards, that's where they came from. You don't think so?
Well, they had to because they had to have small things that would preserve. Cheese is perfect because the more it aged, the better it tasted technically. So you
Uh.
could be on sea for several months. That's where summer sausage comes into play because they would wrap it all winter and then they would have for the summertime a developed cured sausage.
I guess maybe what would be on a well, you know, I'm wearing a pirate hat. I should know these answers, but so probably you're on a boat, you know what I mean, and you can probably let's do this. What 5 items are you gonna take? You know, but we're old.
Food items or any items?
No, it's gonna be food items. You know,
Okay.
we're gonna be pirates
that preserve well.
from Spain.
Okay.
We're gonna go from Spain to where we go. Parque de las Bombas. You know what I mean?
Do we have to pick authentic ingredients from Spain or are we going to expand it worldwide?
What do you think, Javi?
I think Mr. Worldwide. Let's go Pitbull.
Yeah?
Okay,
want a
fuck,
Pitbull?
okay. You want me to start?
Okay, you go first.
So this is like the idea of to cook meals while we're out on sea, right?
But remember, there's no fridges and stuff like that.
But we
you
can
know?
heat up the food.
Yeah, but there's no fridges, so that's why it's like perishable items.
Okay,
that
so
can
we'll go with rice. As long as you keep it dry, in a cool climate, you'd be fine. So I'm gonna go with rice. This is the point of curing certain meats, right? Like if you cured meat, bunch of salt and other seasonings that you might want. But I have to think of one specific meat. What one would cure the best? Pork is always really good. Fish may work. Oh, but I can only pick 5 things. Can we fish during this trip?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because we're in the ocean, right?
Okay, so then I might be overthinking it. Condiments count as like one of the 5 things. So like salt and pepper would be 2.
Let's say you have that already
Okay,
available.
okay.
Yeah.
Rice. I'm gonna go with pork because seafood is gonna be readily available, so I don't need to bring it. So I'll bring pork to switch things up a bit. Fuck, I'm gonna go with onions. Garlic, it's just a pair. to pair it together because I think garlic and onions go super well together. And God, I'm gonna need a fruit to break things up a little bit because I think onions and garlic go with any meat, all meat, seafood, chicken, whatever. And then, well, I mean, my favorite fruit is apple. So is that 5 apple?
Yeah, so you're not.
So rice, cured pork, because that'll hold for months on end. Onions, garlic, and apples.
Okay, so let's see. For host Beefy, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna take
I almost got lemons, but I mean, I can't
flour.
drink
I'm gonna take flour. That way I can make breads. I can make a little pita bread. I get the salt water. I don't even need to freaking do any measurements. Take the salt water from the ocean. Throw it in there. I can make a pizza now. So I'm gonna take flour. Then I'm gonna take chorizo. And then I'm gonna take this Mexican meat. It's called cecina, which is basically it's
Monkey meat.
No, it's not monkey. It's not monkey meat. So it's like you have cecina in Puerto Rico or no?
I don't know what it is.
So cecina is like beef, and they like salt it. So it's like salted and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's and then you let it dry, and then you fry it.
Okay. That
Asesina.
sounds way good.
Cecina, it's really good. Yeah. So it tastes a little bit salty, but it's really good. So I got that. Chorizo, that can be my pork. Cecina. I can make pizzas already, you know what I mean? Oh, fourth, I'm gonna take cheese. Because now I can make quesadillas, pizza, a fucking calzone, And then,
Nope, but no sauce.
well, what I'm gonna take is, I'm gonna take a tomato plant.
There you go.
A plant.
Yeah, dude, I can take it's gonna be in season. I can take aroma, because they're viney. They need a lot of sun, and it can just grow on the ship. So I'm gonna take Roma tomatoes, flour, chorizo, cecina, and then what was my last one?
Cheese.
And cheese. Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Let's see what hobby. He knows how to cook a lot.
Well, I'm not gonna cook because I'm gonna take all types of jerky.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, I'm gonna take a woman with me, and she'll be cooking.
I should have said that, but
I'm gonna take a woman with me. 5 women with me.
I'm gonna take 5 women and have them figure it out.
And if it's post-pregnancy, an endless supply of milk.
Oh, that'd
Shout
be
out-
nice. You
shout
take
out to
a
the
pregnant
Juggies.
woman?
Yep.
Oh man, that would have fuck.
Dude, then you got,
Or
you
you
got
could-
meat, fetus,
Yeah.
right? You
Or-
can either have balut style or
How long is the trip?
Acai,
a few months.
A few months.
Yeah.
Yeah, like anywhere from
Probably
2 to 4 months. 2 to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would say jerky.
What kind
Corn?
of jerky? Just any jerky?
I would say like
You
most
take the variety pack.
the variety pack, so I get a little of everything. As long as they're spicy and Korean. I'm not a big fan of like just plain flavorless.
You can get the Korean jerky.
The
pack.
Korean
Come on,
jerky?
The bulgogi. Fucking delicious ass
Bulgogi.
jerky.
The kebab cups. No, I'm just kidding. Corn or
Corn?
maíz,
I'm getting hungry.
frijoles.
Oh, fuck, that's a good one.
Yeah, beans do keep very well.
Because corn can be like dried and made into
And
flour.
you can just use ocean water too.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
make. Yeah,
True.
you can mas.
Can I sit up? Wear sunscreen.
Come
Yeah.
on. Fuck, bro.
Dude, he started off so strong. Homie. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Now he's stalling.
But now I don't know what to bring.
Shout out to Italy.
It would have to be what the fuck
Russia.
preserves well. Because fish are plenty, right? We're gonna fish on the boat.
Hey, but can you catch, Javi? You got a fucked up leg,
I'm more of
you
a
got
pitcher.
fucking swordfish. What's gonna happen?
I'm
huh?
more of a
Dude,
pitcher
that's
myself.
Puerto Rican fish, first of all.
A sword pinch.
We're going to Puerto Rico, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
True. Manzanas, do they last 4 months?
Yeah.
Because you can make applesauce,
Oh,
apple
that's
cider
true.
vinegar,
Yeah. Oh, it turns into alcohol, fermented.
Yep.
Turn
Bobby.
into
apple
Yep.
cider,
a couple of reds, hard ciders,
Yeah.
Okay, so you got apples, corn,
corn.
Maíz.
Frijoles.
Oh, maíz is
Frijoles.
corn, yeah.
What was
so
the first one?
beans,
Oh, jerky.
jerky. You got
Oh.
one more.
It's like salted meats. Fuck, bro.
He's like tiramisu.
and some un pastel de mil hojas. You know?
That's not even gonna last. Javi.
It's gonna be a day one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to divide it into like freaking how much? That's like 90
Into mil hojas,
slices. You know?
Just one
Sheet
layer
by
at a
sheet,
time. Yeah.
Hey, that's why it's mil hojas, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Dude, Javi, that's gonna suck. Like, dude, all your meat's gonna be jerky, basically.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
constipated the whole trip,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, but then there's the fish and the frijoles. I got all the fiber I
He's gonna
need
do,
right there.
Beans and jerky. You know what I mean?
Well, first,
Beans.
Hey, I could make a fucking
that
A
bean
beef
jerky
stew?
casserole.
a beef jerky stew.
Dude, you know what? We should take our foods and actually make some dishes with it. Wouldn't that be cool? Well, like with the
Yeah.
foods that we picked,
yeah. I mean, I can just get a fish, but yeah,
you know? Like, let's say we don't get a fish, but we just get what we picked. That
I
would
could
be...
make an apple chutney. You
You
know,
know?
shout out to India.
Hey, come on. No body shaming here. Let's go on. But that would be pretty fun. You don't think so? I would
Yeah.
want to see what Javi makes, you know?
What is he gonna make, man? He just said he doesn't cook.
I'll get 5 women to cook for
With
me.
this, with this fucking cake.
Name the 5 women that are gonna cook for you. I'm kidding. No.
I'll bring the cake. I'll bring the cake.
Oh man.
Oh, man. Yeah.
The 5 women will bring cake too, hopefully.
Oh, man. And then we go and fucking, take over his boat. You don't think so? Me and you.
We pirate it, you know.
you know? We show up there, you know? That would
Oh,
be pretty
man.
cool. Set it on fire. Take your fucking jerky.
Walk the plank, bitch.
Take your dry ass meat fuck face.
That jerky casserole, dude, you gotta make it. And you didn't want to eat the abortion, now you gotta eat the beef jerky casserole, you know?
You know? Abormoto would be there. Fuck you guys.
Dude, that would be so gross. You don't think
Dude,
so?
his beef. You know, you've had like bacon bits in the jar, right? Which
Yeah.
honestly, as a kid, I thought it was the greatest thing. When I grew up.
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
mean the
dude,
ones that you just sprinkle on like
Yeah, yeah.
Parmesan cheese?
On the salads, remember in junior high, Javi?
Yeah.
Dude, it's literally just like bits of rock and sand. That would be his beef jerky pie, basically, just pretty much that texture, you know. Lo mueles, you just chop it up finely, mince it. It's just eating a slice of that.
Whatever it takes to survive, guys.
Dry
Come
and
on.
salty. You know?
Dude, yeah.
Dry and salty like a bunch of these single women, you know?
Dude, one thing that we could have taken is like
And men.
we could have taken like a ramen noodle, you know? Damn,
Yeah.
that would have been. You take
Ramen noodles would be
a
hard.
big old variety pack.
Yeah.
What if we do one with like current foods?
With current foods?
Yeah,
Are you talking about like dishes or?
cause like maybe I'll run by one real
I mean,
quick.
ramen isn't new.
But I'm saying ramen noodles, like the cups.
Okay.
I take like a big old, you know.
Oh, so you take like Maruchans or whatever.
Yeah,
okay,
you know?
okay, got you.
So I'll take. So let me all start maybe. You know, I'll take a couple of those ramen noodles.
Okay.
So a couple of those noodles,
I'll
And
take
then-
some Pop-Tarts, bro.
and then I'm gonna take.
Wait your turn, Javi.
Come on, shh.
Cállate.
You know? But I'll take my ramen noodles. Let's see, and then I'm gonna take. Let's see, for all my meats.
I also wanted Pop-Tarts, but you fucked it up for me. Okay. So ramen noodles.
What else do I like? I like. I'll take a thing of chips. You know, a variety of
Dude,
chips.
I fucking love chips so much.
chips, and then I'll do.
Especially the chips that sell at sea.
Sea salted
The
chips.
ones we're going to be on.
That Mayflower. You know.
Yeah. It may
let's-
never bloom.
So let's see, and then I'm gonna take chicken patties, you know?
But you said we have no refrigeration.
Oh, I guess.
Or are we updating because it's modern
We're
now?
up. Oh,
We're on yachts now. Come on, guys.
no,
Mr.
but
Powers.
it's like we can't take like crazy shit because we got a small fridge, like a.
So
Okay,
stuff
so
that
chicken patties I'm okay with.
Okay,
Okay.
but I'm just saying because I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna take a giant pack of chicken or something like that. You know what I mean? Like just a little thing of patties.
Okay, yeah, okay,
Costco.
that's fine. That
That's what I'm
works.
saying. They're still like attainable.
Okay.
like
So
the
chicken
frozen
I just didn't know
patties.
if the no
frozen
refrigeration
patties.
rule still applied.
So
That
a couple,
changes things. Okay.
and then I'll take a big bag of the mixed vegetables.
Okay.
You know, so I have a bunch of those.
Okay.
Oh damn! So now I got too many chips. I feel like I got chips. I got ramen noodles. I got
Chicken patties.
chicken patties. Did I say anything else after the patties?
No.
So then I'm gonna take tortillas. Oh no, I'll take flour again. I think.
Yeah, just like so you
Very
make
bu-
everything from scratch.
Well, just the flour stuff. I can make tortillas.
Yeah, bread and
bread.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I would still take flour, and then I'm going to do. Oh fuck! I only got. And then I'm just gonna take hamburgers.
Like patties.
Yeah, patties. I'll take a
Okay.
couple patties. A couple patty labels.
Yeah. You go Javi next because you already mentioned you have Pop-Tarts as one.
Yes, I got s'mores flavored Pop Tarts
It's a good one.
specifically. What else? Can we catch? Are we catching shrimp on this? Like,
You can.
Yeah, we're at sea.
we're at a
so-
sea, so okay,
yeah.
I don't have to get shrimp because that's free game. Fucking. I don't. You already said fucking ramen.
You can
God damn.
take some ramen too if you want, Javi.
I would take, but it would have to be the shrimp ramen, and then I
Okay.
would add fresh shrimp into it.
Hey, that's a good idea.
What about eggs? Can they be stored?
Yeah.
There's my
Yeah, we have the
other
fridge, so
other
that makes
protein.
sense. Yeah.
And you can leave them outside too. They do that in Mexico.
if as long as you don't refrigerate them, they actually last longer when you don't
Yeah.
refrigerate them.
Oh, then perfect.
Europeans do that. They don't refrigerate their eggs.
That's why they're always not fertilized.
That's why they have fucked up teeth. Okay.
That's why they have minimal abortions. What did I say? Pop Tarts,
Pop tarts.
You said Pop-Tarts, eggs.
eggs, shrimp flavored ramen.
shrimp flavored ramen.
What else? Fucking. Why is this so hard? That's what she said. It's just that fucking Costco. Oh, I would have to take cookies.
Cookies. Oh fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
That's a good one, man.
It's a good
Cookies,
one.
Just whatever kind of cookies. The Madelines, the
Madelides are so good.
orejas or whatever.
Can I make cookies with my flour or no?
Yeah, you can. It's flour. You can make them cookies with flour.
Would spinach last
In the fridge.
in the fridge?
Yeah, or it
I
can
mean,
be,
but just
or
like
you can
about
be
a
a
week or
plant,
two.
and then it could be a
Yeah,
spinach
you grow
plant.
the plant, and then you can just
Yeah.
keep.
Oh, and then, dude, I told you guys about the yogurt, right? That you could regenerate yogurt off of 1
Well,
gallon
you
of milk.
already picked your spinach, Javi. So
Fuck!
that was your fifth one.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Or you want to swap for
I'll
yogurt?
swap for yogurt.
Okay. So you got yogurt.
Oh no! Fuck!
Come on, Javi.
I gotta add some honey.
Oh.
But I mean, honey to me is like a condiment. So you already mentioned we have condiments and stuff, and
Sure,
I mean, I
yeah.
guess spinach maybe could be one of those unspoken things. Like we have a couple plants for like.
No, I would say
Base-
no. I
or
would say
no?
like you have to
Plants
take
are
it. 'Cause remember, I
separate?
took
Okay.
tomatoes.
Fair, you're right. You're right. That was the old one, but okay. So I will still probably stick with rice because I just love rice. I absolutely love rice. So we'll go with rice. To switch up the cuisine, I might go with vermicelli noodles, especially because you can combine the two and make like Vietnamese dishes and other Asian style dishes. Vermicelli noodles,
What was the first one?
rice.
Rice for chili noodles.
I might switch out the vermicelli noodles, but
You know what's funny that none of us said rice and beans?
It's because that was too obvious, guys. Come on, we're smarter than that.
God, that's our promotion. Okay, beans and rice. Audience, you know what the fuck is up. You guys had a lot of frozen goods. Pork cutlets, because they're smaller. They come in small, or pork chops, so I can stack them up, store them in the fridge. I still got the seafood stuff, so you guys picked desserts, and I never thought of that, but I know I'd like desserts. Can I do an assortment of canned fruits? So like canned
Oh yeah,
pears,
smart. Yeah.
canned peaches and stuff like that. Okay, so I can make multiple desserts.
The little Del Montes, you know what I mean?
So I'll take out vermicelli noodles and replace with flour because I'm gonna have to make like cobblers and shit like that.
Okay, so you got flour.
So rice, flour, pork cutlets,
pork cutlets,
fruit
fruit cups.
assortment of fruit cups and or cans.
The canned goods. Fuck. That's
I'm
smart.
A,
I should.
I'm a chip guy, but cereal.
Cereal with no milk, salt water only.
It's in the milk is in the fridge, Just I have women on board.
Hey, you
that are
got a couple
pregnant,
Juggies
you know?
on there.
Yeah, I've got
a couple
some
Juggies, you know. Damn.
So I got my cereal. So
Hey, that would be. We
So-
gotta play this game like but cook. We get 5 items and we have to cook something. That would be pretty fun.
we should do instead though is we have maybe 2 buckets. So you have like a protein, and then you're like the sides or the adamant or the added shit, right? So you in the meat section we have all sorts of seafood,
So we're
chicken.
playing.
Well, you know, like
No,
and then-
but,
We're gonna
but
play-
I'm saying we're gonna buy the stuff to do it.
no, that's what I'm saying. We draw before we go buy. So we pick
Pending.
one meat or two, and then we have to pick the other 4 or 3 items
out
from
of the
like.
meats that we personally pick, or that all of us pick.
No, I say we write them all down on a sheet, right? Like a.
Because
or-
then what if I pick your fucking meat, dude? I don't want your meat, you know?
Catch us on the
Puerco
Food
and stuff
Network,
like that. What
guys.
if I just want hamburger, you know?
Okay, we'll decide it later.
I don't want your meat in my food.
Yeah, come on, man. You
Fucking
know?
pervert.
But that would be pretty fun, you don't think so?
Extra protein, guys.
To see if we cook, you know?
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, it's fun. Sounds fun to
That'd be
me.
pretty fun, you know? Even if it's nasty, it would be pretty fun, you know?
Yeah. I don't think it would be nasty to the. At least I
Throw a
don't
little
think.
fucking ramen in there.
I don't think yours and mine will be nasty to the point where we'd spit it out. It might not be like I will never eat this again. But I mean, to be like, "Bleh," I don't
That
think it would be that
depression food, you
gross.
know?
Yeah.
Damn, but maybe let's see, maybe one or two more holiday sauce, you know?
We only have one more.
We only
Yeah.
got one more, hey.
We only got one
Perfect
more,
timing, you
and
know?
it's National String Cheese Day as well.
You know? One item that we could have taken, you know?
It is string cheese. But we
String
chose not
cheese,
to.
you know? But now women, what do they do with the string cheese, you know?
Well, they fetch out babies, you know, from their, you know where.
That's kind of what a tampon looks like a little bit. You don't think
It
so?
does. Yeah, that's why I never liked them as a kid.
It's like
I
a
saw
freaking
those, I'm
string
like,
cheese
this-
with tapatio, you know? You're
I
bored.
saw. I was like, I paid attention in sex ed. I don't like string cheese.
But string cheese, it is a good snack when you were a little kid. You didn't like it even when you were a little kid?
Yeah, I actually loved it as a kid.
Man, you sit there, you can play with it. Dude, that's one of the few foods that your parents let you play with. Because, dude, I remember I used to try to play with anything else, a fucking chicken wing, I would pretend it's flying. Like, you know? Ah!
Dude, and then you remember those kids that would never peel it? They just straight bite
Yeah,
it.
bite it?
Now they're behind bars because
Yeah,
they're fucking
come on, man.
psychopaths.
Kyle fucking Rittenhouse. We know how he ate fucking cheese, you know?
Like a penis.
Yeah, come on, man. He ate it whole, you know?
He just downed that, you know? He deep throated that.
But yeah, or sometimes they cut the cheese, like, even if it's string cheese, they cut it with a knife into little,
In little pieces.
you
yeah.
know? It's like, bro, what are you doing? Just string it, man. You freaking weirdo.
Well, I never had the string cheese until I was an adult, so
Damn, really?
yeah.
That's weird.
Bro, but you have, because you've had queso Oaxaca, haven't you?
Yeah, but I would only use that to make us a yes.
Yeah, but that's basically the same thing.
You know what cheese is really good? The Joyful Heifer, the Laughing Cow.
The laughing cow? Oh,
Dude, that cheese with like some
so
small
good.
chips.
Dude,
or something.
chips.
So
oh,
good, man.
so good, man.
Also,
With a
didn't
little-
have that till I was an adult.
Non-chips. Not chips. Naan chips. Shout out to India again.
Shout out to India. Uh-huh.
Tortilla chips. Fucking just-
Pita, everything.
Yeah,
you know?
literally those. So fucking good. I love
Man.
Laughing Cow cheese. It's way
And the
good.
baby bells. Woo,
Baby bells
you
are
got
way
a little
good too,
baby
yeah.
bell, you know? People want to eat babies, get you a fucking baby bell, you know?
I eat the baby bells with manzanas, apples.
Dude, the baby bell, I like to take out the wax, take the cheese out, and then I smell the wax. I don't know why, you know? It's just like,
It's invigorating.
give it a smell. I'm like, damn, you know? How can somebody still put wax on stuff? It's so cool, you know?
Yeah, and it's so small too. It seems inconvenient, but I guess
To do it that way,
you can
know?
make so many like waxes in abundant.
It almost reminds you of like how, you know, back in the day when you were a kid, they would be like, oh, you know, you were, Old MacDonald had a farm, but you were reading the actual story. And it's like, oh, he made cheese and he had that wheel of cheese that was like with the
Yeah.
wax thing too,
Yep.
you know? It's almost like makes you go back in time, you know?
Yeah, it really is.
'Cause I-
Primitive times.
I would want to go open a wheel of cheese. You don't think so, Hoss?
It'd be rewarding, even without eating it. Like it would just feel accomplishing.
You know, just like, oh, you
You
get
just
a
peel
wheel.
that bad boy back.
Yeah.
You get these nice cheese,
And you see the cheese is so round and
and you get that like that nice little
that Hugh Heifer, you know?
a little waft of that nice cheese. You know, it could be salty, it could be nutty. Shout out to Jizz on my Juggs and Juggies. Cheese is good.
What old things do you think you would want to do? I feel like we're talking
Make
about
my own
shit.
butter, not that kind, you perverts. Actual butter, like churning it.
How do you do that?
You just take like cream and
Is-
churn it.
Is it milk?
Add salt. Yeah,
Oh damn.
Could you do that now with machines?
yeah. We took a field trip when I was in
Like the KitchenAids you can do
was it
make
fifth
butter
grade?
with?
You should be able. No, yeah, probably
Yeah.
if you have the right attachment to it. Because we went to a field trip to This Is the Place. It wasn't the place. The place sucked. But they made it. They
Makes
taught
you
us to
wonder
make,
why
and
they
we,
chose this place.
we made our own butter, and like we had crackers, and then I actually went home, and a week later I made my own butter at home, and my mom actually cooked with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, we need an episode where we need to make stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, do you guys remember? Do you remember Javi in elementary when we made ice cream? Oh, it was in junior high.
Junior high, I think.
You remember that? You got
Yeah.
it in the bag. Like you put like the vanilla in there,
And the salt on the ice.
salt on the
You like
ice,
roll it back and
and
forth.
then you roll it on there. You know,
I never did that, but I saw it.
You have to
I roll it
churn
on my
your-
back, on my crush's back. It's like, I'm gonna give you a massage. You know,
Dude, Lynn-Bach's
I-
hot ass. That's not gonna give you ice
It,
cream.
it defeated the purpose, but he never got the
Lynn-Bach,
ice
It was
cream.
day cream only,
You
and then
know?
you'll cream your jeans.
I told her I wanted to
She
get
got that-
cremated. You know,
She got that different kind of cream.
Yeah.
Is what she
I asked
got.
her if she was into criminology. You know?
Dude, I would rubber back so hard. At some point, then I'd have a couple Lost Boys in my pants. You know,
The freaking Lynn-Bach, dude. Did I
That
tell
Peter
you-
Pan.
Bloods.
I tell you guys one with Miss Lynn-Bach, what I would do is, since she was a science teacher, you know, we go into the lab, you know,
Yeah.
and I said, I got astigmatism, you know, but I would mess with the microscope. I would break the glass or something, you know,
Mm.
and I would tell, hey, Miss Lynn-Bach, what's wrong with my microscope? Something's wrong, you know, and I put it on the table that's a little bit lower, the shorter table, so she could get that arch, you know, that national park, you know. That Lynn-Bach, you know, she's like, Jose, something's always wrong with your microscope, you know? I had a pile of broken microscopes in the freaking, in the lab, you know? Because I would break them, so Miss Lynn-Bach could try to just, you know, bend over and start to play with them and start to fix them.
And that's when you started Tucker Carlson. You know?
Oh, yeah, definitely had to do,
yeah.
especially if I wore shorts. Dude, I had
Yeah.
to tuck that Carlson, you know?
Did you tuck it up or down?
Down, dude.
Yeah.
People thought that was freaking Goku. You know, they're like, dude, what you gotta tell? They thought I was handicapped.
Yeah.
You know, like,
They were afraid
that's a
there was
Carlson. You know,
if there was a full moon, you know, for Jose.
yeah, they thought,
Lynn's
you know?
back is super. I'm just saying, you know.
He's trying to he was going
Yeah.
ape shit.
That ultra instinct.
Dude,
kicked
you know, my eyes were going fucking red, you know.
You
Meanwhile,
see
she
his
was,
aura turning gold.
Yeah.
she was just looking at the fucking microscope, you know.
Jose's just screaming, trying to hold it back,
Come
like
on.
ah.
Come, come.
The blood pressure's over 9,000.
And then what happened? J-O-M-B, you know?
He had that spirit bomb in his pants, you know.
Back then, it's because back
Full
then
of
Beefy-
perished souls, you know, into my pants, you know. I wish it was all over her Lynn-Bach, you know. Damn. But what other old things would you like to do? You know, because sometimes the past, you know, it's cool. Like, so making butter, making ice cream.
Like milling grains for bread.
I've never done that. I don't think so.
I've done that as well.
So
actually.
what do the grains look like? Is it like they literally look
They're
like,
like
that
seeds,
plant?
like hominy and stuff, and you just kind of make sure they're dry, so they're completely dry, and then you kind of just crush it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've only done that with oregano. Like I cut it,
yeah.
I dry it, and then I.
Or like oat stuff, like oat flour. Oat's typically already pretty dry. You just grind it up. You can do it in the food processor, but if you're talking old school, that's where the mortar and pestle come into play. Yeah.
What about in the Catholic community, Javi? You know, maybe you're out there with the Pope. You know, he's gonna make you do a couple ancient things. What kind of what is it called? What kind of like procedures do they have?
I don't know, but like those rope belts that they used to have, making those would be cool, like with the wool and shit.
Rope belts?
Yeah, you know how they like they have their, I don't know what they're called. Their gowns, their brown like friar tuck, the brown outfits that they have. They
Oh,
have to wear a
okay.
belt over them, right? So making like belts, like wool, like ropes essentially.
Well, that'd be cool. Weaving.
Yeah,
Like, to make
kind of like a
cool
weaving, but
sweaters.
and I
stuff
think
like
we
that.
did it at this is a place as well where like they made you like turn it with the little wheel thing and you're stepping on the pedal and stuff.
Oh, I thought he said on the black chick's hair. You know, come on, man. Gotta do that fucking weave. You know.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he was at ABD the
Hey,
butcher
you know,
shop.
Latinas
you know?
wear weaves too. Come on. So
Dude, maybe we can. Do you think a place here would rent us out, even if we just go there and we buy the yarn and we make our own sweaters, like old school style? What are those called? They're
I
the
think-
big machines with a bunch of like strings. You've seen them. And then like the machine, you like push it back and
Yeah,
forth.
it's like someone you can see all the
Yeah,
strings.
it's incredible that we're advanced in society as far as technology.
To get a
but us-
$3 sweater.
Yeah, we don't fucking know, but like it's a
Yeah.
lot of work, and then you're complaining that the sweater costs you $15.
Yeah.
But
it's
anyway,
artisan, you pieces of shit. No, it should
Bipartisan,
cost
okay?
you more.
Damn, dude. Yeah,
Either
it'll
way,
be-
I want to make a sweater now.
we need to make. We're gonna. You know what? This is the next patent pending. We're gonna make a fucking museum of things like that. You know what I mean? We already have a lot of museum things in here. You know.
A lot of exotic things,
So I think that's what we were gonna have to do. You know.
a lot of memorabilia,
We're gonna have to. Hey, we're gonna have to get that TV to work.
some relics. Yeah.
You know, we're gonna have the PSP there.
You,
What
you
else are
got
we gonna
that
have?
100-year-old projector over there.
We got the projector. You know,
We got
100 years old.
a keyboard, an electric keyboard.
Oh yeah, we can. You know. Schweinsteiger's gonna be there. You know, dude.
We've got the gas monkey or energy drink, which is discontinued. It's an
The
exclusive.
gas monkey.
Yep.
What about what was that, Von Dutch? Do you guys remember that energy drink?
Von Dutch had an energy drink.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Von Dutch.
Yeah,
I had
dude.
no idea. I just remember the trucker hats being a big thing.
Yeah, and the shirts. That's it.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking it
We
up.
have Ed Hardy.
Ed Hardy. Oh,
Yep.
dude, people have to wear Ed Hardy. We would give them Ed Hardy shirts when they walk in. You know. What else? What other? Maybe we can Lucky Jeans. You know, we give them a
Yep.
couple of those. You know.
Bum equipment.
Oh, I forgot
Bum
about that
equipment
too.
sweaters. You know,
Yeah.
zip up hoodie, so you can see the Ed Hardy shirt. What else?
What kind of shoes are they gonna get? Maybe a couple Payless. You think so?
Couple of British Knights, or LA Gear.
Some Fat Farms, bro. Get outta here.
Oh,
Fat
from
Farm
Fat
shoes, yeah,
Farms. You know what I
that's
mean? Because we don't
classic.
body shame.
Yep.
You know, so you put a Fat Farms and skinny people. What kind of shoes do they get?
They get airwalks, okay? Because they get blown away with the wind. How fucking skinny they are.
Yeah, airwalks. Dude, what activities would we have? You know what I mean?
We'd have a butter churning station.
Hey, with the butter pecan.
Puerto
Puerto
Rican,
Rican,
okay?
okay?
It's
And
just
I'm
a
not gonna
glory
lie-
hole.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna,
it's going, they go like this one.
on me, yeah.
Jose is just standing.
Butt naked.
You guys want to trim some butter?
They're like, this butter isn't yellow.
Oh,
Stop Asian hate, fuck faces. What
Dude, maybe I
else?
want to make like donuts. You know, we get a little. You get a little donut station. You guys, they don't do that in Puerto Rico. In Mexico, they do it outside. They got a big old pan,
Yeah.
like the wok. It's full of oil,
Oh, it's the churros, yeah.
and they throw the churros. They throw donuts in there. They pull them right out. and They give it to you, man.
Yep.
So fresh.
Delicious.
So fresh and so clean. Faster than
I want to
Krispy
have one of
Kreme.
those. You know what I mean? We can have, but it's gonna be maybe Spider. Maybe Spider. He's gonna be the donut guy.
Yeah.
You know, he'll drip him in there. You know.
Spider.
Yeah, Spider, he'll do it, you know. And then what other stuff you think we should have, Bobby? Like what kind of shows? Maybe what kind of shows do you think would be playing?
Those clogger dances.
The fuck is that, dude?
The ones
like-
that have the wooden clog shoes and they dance.
Yeah.
Oh, how do they dance? Can you show me?
It's
with
like
your feet?
tap dancing.
Oh, just like that?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking more like Tom and Jerry or something like that, you know?
Oh,
Ben
you,
and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's, you know? They're out there turning butter too, you know?
Yep.
you know, a documentary on the Amish. That's what we'd be playing.
Couple Mennonites, you think
They'll
so?
never watch it.
Hey, Hobby,
No,
what
not them. We will
Yeah,
be watching.
I know. I'm saying they will never see it. So we can say awful shit about them.
It's
if we
just stuff
wanted.
about the Mennonites, but it's like it's like playing on the projector and there's no sound to it.
Yeah.
It's all
They're
black
just
and
like
white.
talking and saying stuff, you know? Dude, I bet you that would be pretty creepy, you know?
Probably.
Bunch of Helen Kellers
Hey, what
out
the
there.
fuck were you saying about the Mennonites, Javi?
I can't remember.
No?
It'd be like a Charlie Chaplin movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Black
Yeah.
and white movies.
Dude, we should make one of those too, you know?
We could do that.
And we're getting a lot of ideas, dude. Now that
Patent
our
pending,
powers
all of
align
this.
together.
All these are patent pending, you fuck faces.
So don't steal any of this shit, you know?
Yeah,
Come on.
if we see it later, we know where you got it from.
Perverts.
But maybe that's it, you know, for the holidays.
Yeah.
What was even the holiday that last one, Javi? Oh, string cheese.
String
you know
cheese
what I mean?
day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
National
do we
String
have
Cheese.
anything else to say about cheese?
I don't know. I mean, we've said plenty of good things about cheese.
Okay,
I think-
one thing that I have to say, where did remember when you take a picture, say cheese, where did that come from?
Javi, do you have the history of it?
I could look it up real quick.
You know, because that's a good one. Cheese.
Yeah.
Unless because it's like cheese.
Maybe it's because it's like half a wheel of cheese when you
Cheese.
smile, you know?
cheese.
It's
Maybe
just
because
because of the muscles, the way
Let
they
these say
inflect
cheese?
cheese.
All right. The
Cheese.
idea of cheesing in
it.
a photo first appeared in
Cheese.
around
no,
1940s.
but cheese. Say cheese for a long
Cheese.
time.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah,
It's
is that
because
why?
of the way the muscles
Do I
fit.
course
smile
you do.
too? Cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
And instead of cheese, instead you can say G's on my jugs, okay?
Cheese. Cheese.
It's a Mexican thing,
Jizz on my
jizz.
Cheese.
Jizz
Oh, maybe that's why, huh?
on my jugs, yep.
But a quick Google search says that the idea of cheesing in a photo first appeared around the 1940s. While there's no certain of who came up with it or why, most people believe it it self obliges you to smile. So yeah, basically what you guys just did.
He said, "Oh, that's why she cheesing." Now that you can use that for flirting, you know what I mean?
She's cheesing.
Oh, she cheesing. You know what I
I'm
mean?
She's
lactose
cheesing me?
intolerant,
Hey,
you know?
yeah.
If
I
you
can't be-
lactose, I'm not tolerant of you at all. I don't want you around me. Get out of here.
She's pregnant. You know she was lactating. Come on.
I want your feet full of its
Give her a
accessories,
chance,
okay?
You know? Cheese.
That's
Because
so
they even
funny.
say that in Spanish. They say that, huh? I need cheese.
Queso.
Queso. That's why all the Spanish, they look like they're gonna.
That's why
give
they
a
look.
blowjob,
That's why
you
they
know?
look depressed in pictures from the old one. You know,
Yeah, they look all sad. All scared.
it's like they witnessed. There was no genocide. They just looked like there was one. They're like,
No, but I think our family in Mexico, they would always say whiskey.
Whiskey. Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
The whiskey. Whiskey.
whiskey. Do I need to get in my house?
Yeah,
Okay.
whiskey.
This is a bit whiskey,
You guys
guys.
don't have one in Puerto Rico para que los mamas?
No.
No? What do you just say? Say cheese too?
Yep.
The cheese.
The cheese.
Oh man. Man, that was-
Sonrisa.
You know what I was thinking about the other day, and this is just, I mean, we can stop about talking about cheese. Fucking wishing wells, man.
What about them?
I stopped wishing
They don't
people
have
well
them
a
anymore.
long time ago.
Like, remember there was wishing wells everywhere. You would go
At
to
the
the mall.
Yeah.
The TCMI, dude. Dude, I had this theory.
CCMI.
I
The
can't say
Caribbean
it, you know?
Connection.
Mission
Mission Impossible.
you know?
Okay.
But you would go to that, dude. There was so many. Everywhere you go, you could make a wish.
Yeah.
But I think maybe now that's why people are shooting up schools. Everybody's depressed.
Everybody.
Because,
was
dude,
depressed.
no wishes are being made. Dude, you can laugh at it, Javi, but you don't think
Yeah.
it was like when you were a kid, dude, your parents could be the shittiest parents. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They could be like freaking LLA's parents. They just freaking abandoned you in the middle of nowhere, you know? They could be like Will Wonder's parents. They didn't give you any hair, you know? They could be like who else's parents? You think so?
Glauco named him after a gun. You know.
Like El
They
Tyson.
didn't even
you
give him
know?
a real name. They just named him after a gun.
You know? So even if you had shitty parents like that, not like us, you know what I mean? Dude,
Yeah.
our parents, they loved us, you know?
We're not fucking orphans.
You
We had
know,
parents
but-
who loved us.
Back then, it's like you go, dude. If Kyle Rittenhouse fucking made a wish, what do you think would happen?
He definitely wouldn't have had an AR in his hands.
You know,
He would have had two.
2 thumbs up. Okay, come on, guys.
Because he would have been waving at the people saying, "Good job."
Good job.
He would have been on the other side of history.
You know, but the
Yeah.
don't you think that's a good
Well,
theory?
and also too, what else has been happening? A lot of buildings, a lot of light pollution. What was
Yeah.
something as kids we always used to do? Wish upon a star. Who wishes upon a star anymore?
Yeah, not anymore.
We
So
can't see
wishing
them.
wells and
And stars.
And stars,
You know? What was
you know-
the last time? The last time you saw a shooting star, it was fucking Alec Baldwin. Okay.
yeah, and he didn't get shot. He did the shooting.
Yeah, he was a shooting
He-
star.
yeah,
you know?
he's the actual shooting star.
He's bald, but he's not winning. Okay.
Yeah. You know, but yeah, it's like, dude, because remember, it's like, dude, because I remember my parents, they didn't even have that much money, but they's like, hey, let me get a coin to,
To toss in the well,
you know,
and they'd always be able to spot you at.
yeah, they'd give
And
you
it
a
would
penny, you know,
at minimum it would be a quarter.
you get a quarter, exactly. You
Yeah.
get a quarter, like, damn, that's gonna be a good ass wish,
Yeah.
you know.
'Cause
You,
it's like what I said. I don't know what episode. It was a long time ago, but if you remove hope from someone, that's like the worst thing you can do to somebody.
yeah,
And what have they done? They've removed hope for kids.
yep. Cause damn, what do you remember? What was some wishes you would wish for back then?
It depends on the time. Like I know close to around Christmas time, it'd be like presents that I'd want,
Oh.
right? Sometimes it would be like making, I want to make the basketball team or whatever. Toss it in. Like going on trips, just selfish things.
And
that
it
kids
sounded so
normally do.
nice, remember? Because you
Yeah.
can hear the sound, shh, almost like a little waterfall.
Yep.
You could see like the little bubbles and stuff, and you couldn't take somebody's wish, but you could stick your hand in the water a little bit, you know.
And then you would just look at the coins and kind of think about what other people have
All
wished.
the wishes, you know. And you will see people are lining up next to you. Sometimes you see adults, you know.
Yeah.
You see somebody's depressed. You see a bum, you know.
It was a place of grievance, a place of healing, a place of hope. We've often
Empowerment,
mentioned
you know?
Yeah.
Man, because that was so nice. You look adults, dude. It was almost like an altar, you know. You'd walk there, and everybody was surrounded. There was always people around the wishing well,
Absolutely.
just admiring it, hearing it. And then nobody ever talks about what happens to the coins, you know? Like,
No, never.
when they clean it out, who keeps them, you know?
Yeah. They actually used to go to St. Jude's, but now
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
some
see
of them did that, huh?
St. Jude's is
Now they
lacking
say-
funding. You
Shout
guys
out-
fucked them over.
Shout out to all those bald kids.
You know? Now it's send nudes, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Instead of saying Jude's.
Yep.
What about you, Javi? Do you have any memories on the wishing well or anything like that? Javi, I could see he's like the kid that fell into the wishing well. You know what I mean?
No.
No?
I think Orem used to have a pretty nice one. Like their mall down there. The only problem is they were closed on Sundays. So I only went once. Maybe twice. But it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. And they had a little bridge even. And then, like you said, adults would hang out there. It was like everyone would just kind of flock to it. Whether you wanted to or not, you just end up there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you know?
It's like the watering hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody would just like, that's where it was like the most crowded at the mall. And now, only, not
The
even,
food courts and stuff
now
like
it's
that,
the
you know what I
food
mean?
courts. Now we're all just hopeless fat people now, you know, here in America.
Yep.
So
God damn, dude. Yeah, because like even if you took a date, you know, you didn't have too much money.
you just,
You stand there by the wishing
And just look at money. You
Oh,
know?
dude, and it was so magical that you could make out with somebody. You know what I mean?
It was.
You're sitting there like everybody's like you can feel
the
all
love,
the love, all the
of
energy,
nickel and copper.
that
all
nickel
the,
back. You know
all
what I
the
mean?
nice like reflections and glitteriness of the refraction of light.
Yeah,
It's nice. It's all shimmery.
maybe we just need to build a well.
that's
We
what
do.
we're gonna have in our museum. You know, we're gonna bring
We're
back
gonna
a
have a wishing
giant
well.
a wishing well, and that's going to be how you pay for your entrance with a wish.
Absolutely. Yes.
But instead of coins, you have to put dollars because we have to make up for lost time. Okay, guys?
You piece of shit.
and guess what my middle name
Golden
is?
dollars. We can do golden dollars.
And
Javi.
guess what my middle name is? St. Jude's. So we'll be going to a charitable donation.
There we go. You know, that'll be pretty nice.
Shout
man.
out to the Catholic community.
You know, hey, come on. You know,
Hey, St.
Let's do
Jude.
primary children's instead. you
St.
think so?
Jude?
We'll do primary children, and that
Primary
happens to be
children's, okay.
your middle name.
Let's go.
Hey, as long as it's not that, what's the other hospital up in the avenues?
The LDS one is it?
No, not that one.
I don't know the
Shriners.
other one. Oh.
Everything but Shriners. I'm okay
Come
with.
on, man. Those Germans are not gonna get shit, dude. Come on.
Oh, they're Germans?
Fucking Shriners, yeah, dude. Come on, man. Shriners, Schweinsteigers.
Oh,
you know?
I just know they're Freemasons, so that's
You
my
know?
mortal enemy.
And
We need mason workers to build the well,
yeah,
Javi.
come on, Javi.
Mexicans are Freemasons. Come
Not
on.
as good, okay?
Maston.
And they're not
You
free.
don't
They
think-
cost a couple pesos.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why they're over here. Come on now.
They're Libiano in pesos, so I guess it makes up for it.
Yeah.
Is there any other memory before we move on to maybe an unsolved mystery of you know, a forgotten device, you know, or forgotten something that made you feel so good, you know? Cause like the TV, that was one that would make you feel so good, you know?
Well, yeah, but not just that. It's like the programming of TVs, like Saturday cartoons. So, like, you know, like, it was an event. We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
But, like, if you slept in and you didn't watch that cartoon or whatever it is you wanted to watch and all your friends got together later, like, to play basketball or whatever, the topic of conversation would be, did you watch Power Rangers? Did you watch Pokemon? Whatever it is. And if you
Or your
didn't
parents,
watch
they
it,
talk about like, novelas.
yeah, and you didn't watch, like, you had to either record it on your VHS or you would miss it.
But even the TV meant so much before, dude, because it was like,
It was an event,
it could be small. Like even the size of it.
and everybody would be around it.
But you don't think that's why everything felt special back then? Because it was like, yo, it's only happening once. Like, and if
Yeah.
it.
But even if the TV was so small, I remember even as more vividly, you know?
Yeah.
It's like the screen was like probably like this big, but it felt like it was a giant screen. You know what I mean?
Well, probably because you had like 15 other people watching it, you know? But that's what I'm saying is like everything felt way more special because now it's like, oh, I'll just catch that later. Or I'll catch up to
Yeah.
it later, you know?
And then you got the big screen.
Which is another reason why.
He's got like an 80-inch. You know what I mean? Come on.
That's what she said.
Who, you piece of shit? Come on. Man.
Cynthia, you fucking idiot. God
It
damn
better
it.
be her. Just checking.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I can't remember
We
now.
were talking about TVs and people gathering,
And it just felt
uniting,
special.
and it felt special. And you said that's why people.
Well, that's why people are depressed because now they're comparing to everybody else's life. Oh, this guy already finished Game of Thrones. I've never even started watching it.
I gotta.
I feel like a
binge
piece of
watch it,
shit
you know
now,
what I mean?
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man, because the TV was so magic, dude. Even the radio back then, you know.
yeah.
Everything used to
Remember
be magical.
sitting by your radio waiting for your one song to come on?
Yeah.
Now I can just type in the song I want and listen to it immediately.
Instant
Yeah.
gratification.
So you loved songs back then because it's like, even though
That's why porn back then was so special, because it was so hard to get.
Exactly. You know, Lola Falona for you. Shout out City Weekly. She was on her. She was an escort. She was super hot. Polynesian lady. Okay. But yeah, she was so nice. And then, so we said radio. Oh, the one thing that I would do is, you never watch the music videos, but I would, and I talked about this with Alice. Is like we watch MTV or BET, and then I would call my crush. You know, I had to make sure my mom wasn't on the phone. You know, so I could hear her. Yeah, it's like, dude, come on, hang up the phone.
She was meditating.
I'd have to
Come on.
unplug the phone over there first. You know, I was smart.
Yeah.
And then, you know, 21 Questions would come on. I would tell my crush, like, hey, you know, hey, Mercedes, hey, you know what? We're gonna, and this is in elementary. He's like, just watch BT when the, 21 Questions comes on. I'm gonna call you, you know? And then I would call her when it comes on. Yeah, and we would play it on the TV, and I would sing to her. Oh, man. But that's how you sing our other songs, you know?
Well,
But
now
man,
that you
that
mentioned
was-
like the phone thing, you guys remember internet broadband?
yeah,
Where
well,
if, like,
JOMJ,
you know,
that's what
if somebody
happened.
was on the phone, you couldn't like be on the internet.
Yeah,
That's what taught kids
or they
patience.
couldn't be on the phone.
Yeah, like you would miss calls.
Yeah. But yeah, even the computer back then, it's like, oh man, you got a tiny screen,
Yeah.
Everything felt, dude. The first time you would get speakers that felt cool,
Yeah.
like
Well,
your
it's 'cause
own speakers.
everything wasn't like in an abundance. Like there were some things that were obviously, but anything you would purchase that we view as a commodity that's so basic and expected now, like it's in a like a
You know
sound
what-
bar
you know
now
what-
is nothing.
You know how we
Yeah.
would get back to all this? If we moved to Africa.
Hey, come on, what are you saying about Africa? They got a lot of nice stuff in Africa.
Yeah.
Johannesburg actually is one of the most technologically advanced cities in the world.
Okay, Javi? You
There's
piece of
like
shit,
there's
you
like
know?
100 other countries
He's
there.
over there just trying to take over more of the population, trying to convert them into Catholicism.
Hey,
You
shut
know?
up.
Come on,
Don't
man.
tell him my plan, you fucking
He's
piece of shit.
he's gonna go over there. He's gonna go to a tribe and he goes, "Listen, guys, I have a streaming service. It's called Zulu."
For the Zulu nation.
There you go. Yeah.
Zoology.
Glad you guys caught it. Yeah.
Hey, but what was an item for you, host, like that you would go, and not the video game one, because I remember you would go to like, you would get one console or one game, your friend would get on the game, but
Yeah.
what was one item that somebody else in your neighborhood had that, like you would
That was
go,
a commodity.
like a slip and slide or something like
No,
that,
the Batmobile.
Somebody had a Batmobile?
They did.
Like
They
a
had-
life-size one or just like
No,
a
like
regular
the kid
play
one.
one?
The kid one. Like that they could sit in and drive.
Oh, they could sit one?
Well, yeah, well, when you said life size out of a real car, no, like the kid.
Yeah,
could
but for
sit
kid,
in
that's what I meant by life
and
size,
drive
okay.
it. It was a Batmobile.
Oh.
Yeah,
And what was the name of the kid that had it?
I think it was Spencer.
Spencer?
I think so.
Dang. Didn't he let you ride it? He was,
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
huh?
Yeah,
Like all the kids that want to go ride
he was the
Batmobile?
only. He was the only person with a mullet that I really liked because I hated mullets.
Yeah.
But because he had the Batmobile, I thought it was way cool.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. And it was the '90s one, so like the George Clooney Batmobile. It's the one that had like
Yeah.
like it had a rib
thing,
cage kind
yeah.
of thing. Yeah. And it lit up. It was blue. It was fucking dope, man.
Damn.
The lights were blue. The Batmobile is black, and then the wheels.
And how
like
fast did you feel that you were fucking driving?
So it
dude?
felt like I was driving about 15 miles an hour. It was more like 5. Triple the speed.
And
Out of
would
imagination.
Would they chase you two on the Batmobile?
Yeah,
they
they'd
do like
run
races.
beside me. Yeah. I remember there being this hill, and it like would curve a little bit, and it felt like you're just taking the turns so fast.
Yeah.
But dude, it was nothing. But to a kid, it was everything.
Oh yeah, dude.
That was the thing. Like he was the only one that had something motorized that you could go in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. And then did you ever? It's like, do you ever have to be the Joker or anything like that, or what would you play?
No, we would just drive around, and then we would play wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we pick. I always pick Sting because the eye makeup and the fact he had a bat. I'm Puerto Rican. I have to like baseball, so I love the idea of just hitting people with bats. And then I grew up a little bit. Now it's knives.
Huh? Sting, the first Puerto Rican wrestler.
He is the first Puerto Rican wrestler and the
Damn,
only.
dude. So shout out to Spencer. You know what I mean? That's
Yep.
fucking cool, dude. What
That
about
was
you,
cool.
Javi? Something you had to go to another house, or maybe one of your many cousins, that they had something cool that you didn't have, like a gadget or.
You mean everything? Like anytime I went to anybody's house.
Yeah, but what was one that you can remember? You can't remember anything in particular?
No, not really.
Somebody had a fucking bike, you know what I mean?
No, but I remember somebody had a. You remember when either Burger King or McDonald's was giving out Pokemon toys? And they
Yeah.
were fucking badass back then? like little figures.
And they were like they had the Pokeball in it too.
Yeah, yeah.
That was Burger King.
Burger King, yeah. Somebody had like all the cool ones, like Gollum and like Nido Queen or some shit. Cause I remember we kept going and all I had was like the shitty.
Yeah.
Whatever the shittier ones were.
Yeah, they had the 3 starters, so Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. They had a Pikachu, and then I remember Nido Queen being one of them. I don't remember Golem, but I guess it could have been.
Yeah, because like Gollum was like he had a little spinner thing on. He was a top,
Yeah.
so he just spin.
Of course, he's not gonna be a bottom golem. Come on, man.
You see how he
He
is.
can use his strength, you know.
He's a hard boy.
He's hard all the time, you know.
Rock Smash is his favorite move.
Hit her with that earthquake, you know.
Dude, we've said this so much, and I'm sure our fans hate hearing. Burger King was elite back in the day. Younger kids now will never know how elite Burger King
That's
was.
why McDonald's had to step it up with a Mighty Kids meal, you know.
Yeah, because Burger King had the big kids meal.
So that was the only thing that what blew your mind, Javi? You can't. God damn, bro.
Pokemon toys from Burger King.
I'm a simple man, bro.
Oh man, come on, you got bad memories.
No, but
you
well,
know?
you asked him a different question, or is it the same question?
The
that
same
one
question.
kid that had everything.
Yeah,
You
like,
didn't.
just like something that blew his mind that he had to go. Like,
No, but Javi,
Well,
you had the Pokemon.
Well, how mom would never let us go anywhere other than to like.
yeah, but one of your cousins never had something cool that you can remember. It's like, oh man, it's the first time I saw a Nintendo, or this is the first time that I saw a bike. You know what I mean?
I think we remember we went to Cali one time and they had the PlayStation 1 and we were playing Tekken and I loved it because it was so cool, but I also hated it. No, or it was either PlayStation 1 or Nintendo 64. But I hated it also because they kept whipping my ass every time we were like playing. So I was like, fuck this. Why would I want one, you know?
Javi would be that kid. Come
Yeah.
on, Javi.
I was
You-
super competitive back then. Even as a
he cried
7-year-old.
to sleep, you know?
Yeah, what blew my mind was actually customization of your own character. Remember when they added that in games?
Oh, you can change like the
Specifically-
shirt. And
Yeah,
stuff
the
like
wrestling
that, yeah.
had the best one because wrestling, I think, was the first one that had you can change facial
The
features,
faces, yeah.
add hair, the nose size, eyes, and all that. So that blew my mind. The first time they incorporated that into video games, I was like, I can make my own fucking video game character.
Dude, the thing that I remember that I freaked out, a lot of the kids in my neighborhoods freaked out. Heartland Apartments, shout out. But there was this Bosnian kid, you know? And I was hanging out with Kimala, you know? We were hanging out. We went over to our Boston buddies. Denny was his name, you know? Shout out to Denny. And he had the first link cable. Not only that, okay? He had a fucking Game Shark, you know?
Fuck.
And not only that, he had the little screen that would make your Game Boy, you could play it
Bigger.
at night.
Oh, the LCD lighting thing.
Yeah, but I remember when he got the link cable, he's like, "Hey, you guys want to come battle?" You know, dude, everybody, we would all show up to his apartment,
Yeah.
trade some fucking Pokemon, because he had blue version, I had red version, you know.
Yeah.
So he'd give me a couple of his Pokemon. We already knew how to clone Pokemon in Pokemon Gold and stuff.
Yeah.
So we'd clone and trade. And then I remember when he got the Game Shark, man, I was like, oh. Damn, dude, I was sorry. I wanted a fucking Mew, you know? It's like I wanted a Mew and I wanted a Mewtwo. And he had the code to get a Mew, because a Mewtwo you can catch later in red,
Yeah.
but he had the code to get you a Mew. So I remember the first time, dude, I had my purple Game Boy Color, and he's like, all right, man, I'm going to get you the Mew. The Game Shark look, it was like an extra pack thing, and, you know, you put it on there, it looks all cool. Like it's like a freaking Wizard of Oz on top of your Game Boy, you know?
Yeah.
And he turns it on. He's like, all right, he puts in whatever code or whatever. He's going to catch me a Mew. He starts playing the game. A fucking Mew appears. You know? He catches me a fucking Mew, you know? And I was like, damn, dude, I was so happy. I remember I just ran home. He's like, dude, I'm going to go fucking train my fucking Mew. Right? And then this was funny.
And then the battery died.
No. It's good. I have my Mew, but this is what happens, right? Because it's a cheat code. Then I go to my buddy upstairs that I used to like going, Tyler. He had Nintendo 64. I never had Nintendo 64, but he had all the games. Like he would have all the games for Nintendo 64. And he was my upstairs neighbor. He actually moved in after Kimala
Moved out.
moved out to Nebraska. Shout out to Kim. So he lived in the same apartment as Kim. But dude, Tyler, like we would play Pokemon Stadium, right? So it's like I went there. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna hit it with my fucking Mew, you know? Because nobody's seen a fucking Mew. And I loaded. And you know how you could add your Pokemon, your Game Boy cartridge, you could add it to the Pokemon Stadium and play with your own Pokemon?
Yeah.
And I released my Mew, and it was a fucking Rattata. Since it was a cheat code.
It picked up on the cheat code.
Yeah,
and
and it picked up, and it was like a Ratata, and it was like one of my moves was fly, so I was like Ratata, use fly, and it had surf and psychic. So even though it was like shitty, that anyway, it was
It
like
had
cool to
boss
see a
moves,
Ratata
yeah.
like flying and doing surf on Pokemon Stadium, you know.
That's funny.
But man, that thing was fucking, you know. Oh, man. Yeah, that Game Shark, you know, that's what it was for me, you know.
Crazy.
Well, that's it, you know.
Gaming was so much
Memorabilia.
funner back in the day.
Oh yeah, dude, with your buddies, everything's just like, man.
Just remember like Xbox Live and you having a headset and being able to talk to people.
Oh yeah, you would have somebody hop on. Hey, let me talk, you know.
Yeah.
You talk shit there with them, you know. They're like, dude, I'm playing right now. I'll let you borrow the headset later.
Yeah.
And then if you wanted to be petty, you walked out with the headset, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Fuck
getting
you.
the
Nobody's
headset.
talking to
Yeah.
nobody.
Yeah. But by that point, my brother and I, you know, had jobs. I had my own. So we never had to like share at that point. It was pretty fun.
Damn, bro. Bobby had to share everything, you know. Fucking poor Bobby.
Well,
Literally,
we shared up until about when I got my own first job. I was doing, like,
I've
school
never
shit,
had my
13.
own room.
You what?
I didn't have my own room until I was like 17.
I
Yeah?
still don't have my own room.
Hey, you got married. That was
Yeah,
your
that was my
choice,
choice.
okay?
You know?
Get a
I
divorce,
chose
I'll
to
tell you
give
how
her.
I feel, you know? Let us know how it
Fuck
feels.
you, Armando.
Just take a sabbatical, okay?
Yeah.
I got you, Cynthia.
Damn, dude. Whew. Well, maybe now we can go to the question, you know. But that was some good memory lane, you know.
Yeah.
Wishing wells, you know. Damn, dude. Game Boys, you
Dude,
know.
because back then you could be a true lost boy. You're just a renegade boy doing things. Things just felt like a big deal.
The
And
outsiders.
now, like, kids don't think anything's a big deal.
Oh yeah,
West-
they're out.
West Side
They're
Story.
already working on. They got 6 jobs. You know, they work from home.
Yeah.
They know how to operate the computer better than you. You know.
They already know coding. Come on,
Yeah.
now, you know.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? You better know how to start your fucking car now.
They're like a middle-aged man who's already tired of life and working.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah, because they're doing all these things, you know. They got to make sure they got to make sure their TikTok video has a lot of views, you know.
They can't change a tire.
Yeah.
Some of them don't even know where their gas tank is at.
Their toy reveal, you know. Come on.
They've
man.
never seen the side scrolling for Windows.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
fucking
that was the
idiots.
worst.
What a
you know?
shame. Are you guys ready for the question?
Where do
Yeah.
you think so?
The
I'm
mystery.
ready for the question.
But actually, before we go to the question, you know, I did have one last question.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like now people are changing. You know, we talked about it.
We'll
we
see
talked
where
about
this is going,
the
okay?
wishing well. We talked about how people, you know, they're starting to be more manic. You know, they're starting to make a little bit more harsh decisions, more violent choices in their life. You know, a little bit more violencia.
They
You know?
woke up and chose Violencia.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about, hey, what kind of food would you take in a boat? You know, they can't even make a paper boat anymore. You know, so maybe somebody that can help us, that he's back, you know? Maybe we can go to the doctor's office. You don't think so?
Yeah, we can try.
Do you think we can go to the doctor's office, us?
We can go there.
Okay.
All right.
Where do you take us over to the doctor's office, us?
Let's try.
Javi.
Fuck, I forgot my good book.
You forgot your good book.
You better go get that good
Come
book.
on, no, these...
All right, you guys ready to go back?
Let's
Let's
go
go.
back.
And I have the good book with me, so let's go to the
There we
office.
So maybe you want me to recap it again a little bit? What's going on?
No, because if you recap, that's exactly exacerbating the problem of these fucks who have short-term memory, who have a lot of problems where they're depressed, and all the other stuff you said. If you didn't pay attention, you can either rewind it or you can suck it up and put context together. If you can't put context together, I don't know what to tell you.
Don't re-on
But maybe
this.
can I still explain it? You think so?
If you'd
On
like
the
to, you might as well.
replay.
You know,
On
so
the
it's like
replay.
people, you know, starting to get a little manic, you know? Manic Mondays. Now they have Anxiety Tuesday.
Just
you know?
another
Thirsty
Monday,
Thursday, you know?
Monday.
They do Sober October. You know, people are, you know, violencia. They're picking violence over love, over, you know, family. They're not wishing on wells. They got 2 AR-15s, you know? So what's going on with humanity now, host?
Humanity is struggling because of a muscle, and that muscle is called the tensor tympani. Okay, it is a muscle originating in the cartilaginous portion of the auditory tube, and inserting into the manumbrium of the malleus. It functions to tense the tympanic membrane during loud noises. Okay, so obviously it's in your ear. What has occurred throughout the past couple decades? We've seen technology blow up. Along with technology blow up, you see people are constantly doing what? Listening to podcasts, such as other podcasts. This is a show.
You're watching.
They start listening to loud music. They start listening to TV shows, whatever. We always have something playing on in our ear. You have sound bars, you have subwoofers, all of these things that provide a lot of noise. People are taking trips on cruise ships that have a lot of noise. They go to clubs. DJs are playing loud music. You're in an airplane. A lot of wind from the turbines and the engines, okay? All this fucking loud noise. It has been deteriorating our muscles into the ear. So instead of closing off to the loud noises, all the reverberations from the echoing of the sound waves and everything has jumbled up the brain. And the medulla oblongata has been shook to its core. So what we've seen is actually an enlargement of the medulla oblongata, which you would think, oh, makes us smarter, we have better reflexes. On the contrary, this is inflammation. So it has closed off some of the blood vessels. It can't think itself. It can't shoot off some of the neuron synapses. So what it's doing is it's making people erratic. So this erraticism is causing people to not being able to pay attention, not being able to read a full book. They're focused and like zombies onto a screen. They can't be creative and come up with their own shit. They have to just, I need the same thing to dumb down myself, right? Because it's like the only thing that they're familiar with. They can't look up into the sky and think of a creative thing that cloud looks like. They can't wish upon a well. First of all, the wells were taken away, but they wouldn't have original wishes. They're like, I wish there was more TV channels. Something like that. That is what is occurring.
Damn, powerful stuff,
Yes.
So
It's a shame. So basically, take a break. We've actually given this advice many times, so we've used our powers. Take a moment, 30 minutes, maybe an hour if you have the time, to not listen to anything but your own thoughts. No music, no TV.
put earplugs, you know?
Yeah, earplugs is fine.
A couple earwigs, you think so?
A couple ear twigs, and allow yourself to just think for half an hour by yourself.
Well,
No outside noise.
Yeah. Or else you're gonna be like Javi. You saw Javi ask him a question, what happened,
Lost it.
Shook to his core. He was holding the good book. The good book answered for him,
Well, and speaking of like loud noise, you see it in metropolitan areas. Why? There's no quiet in any of those areas. Even if you go to a park, there's always horns, sirens, people shouting.
Oh, street performers.
And guess where all the crime is?
Shootings.
Guess where all the shootouts are?
Yeah.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Baltimore. Come on, guys. Clearly, the city life is not meant for human beings. So
Yeah.
protect yourselves.
Before you wreck yourselves, okay? But that was powerful stuff. Well, now maybe we can go, to the unsolved mystery. Do we have a dream or do we have a question today, Javi?
Today we have an unsolved question.
Oh, I wanted a dream.
Oh, you should have said that. You
No,
piece of
we don't
shit.
dream anymore.
Dream, dream, dream. Well, here we go. Are you guys ready?
I forgot my water. I need to take a
Son of
drink
a
before
bitch.
Come on, my lips are getting chapped. Come on, man.
Run it back.
I'm running it back. So they're in his room, but here's another question about rooms and male bonding.
Say rooms?
Yeah, rooms.
Gotta get that room. That's Javi.
Room,
he said
room.
he's tired of sharing a room. That's why he picked this question.
It's
Come
been
on,
50
Cynthia.
It's been 19 years.
You can sleep here if you need to, Javi. You don't think so, us?
You definitely can, Javi.
No. All right. This question is brought to us by the letter S. Let me capture this. It's fuck, I'm blind right now. Superset Sun is who asked this question. How comfortable would you be hanging out with your close or not so close male friends at a nude Korean spa for the day?
Korean spa?
Yeah, you have to be naked in those.
Yeah, you have to be.
Well, I would feel great because they're Korean. You know what I mean? Hey, they're gonna see me. We're all gonna be large down there.
That's
Large
true.
and in charge.
Yeah.
I wouldn't because not the comfortability. I just don't want to support Korea because we know who's in charge. So you guys failed.
Wait,
I'm
wait.
not gonna support it.
They
okay?
never
You don't want to
specified.
see a little Kim Jong Un
You don't
No,
want
I'd
to.
rather not.
or a Kim Jong Hung.
Hung is South Korea. Come on now.
No, I wouldn't mind it. It sounds relaxing.
Yeah, like, is that what we've seen in movies where like the fight scenes, like this?
Yeah, like in Japanese bathhouse, they're like the same thing.
Oh, okay.
But you know, they have the place for like the steam room, dry sauna, a place that's like a jacuzzi. You can pour water on yourself.
Does someone bathe you?
Not to my knowledge.
We
so
can
it's like
bathe each other. You don't
it's
think
a place you're there, and then like the employees bring in like the goods or ointments. I think I don't know if they have those. I would imagine maybe the smells would be off limits, but there's coals and stuff, so you got the heated temperature. Some people get massages.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't think that. You know, I don't think I would feel
That wouldn't
scared.
bother me. No.
Like, let's see. The only thing I would.
That does sound relaxing. Just
Yeah.
shoot the shit with a couple of your buddies.
It'd have to be a reputable one though, because I don't want to get like.
I
an
would just talk about our
infection.
penises, you know, to get it out of the way.
You could.
We can just stare at each other's penis and be like, hey, you know,
Hey, you're obviously a grower. You know what
you
I mean?
got a
Like,
couple wounds and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
you said wounds.
Yeah, a couple wounds, you know, maybe you nicked it, you know what I mean?
Axe wounds not allowed
Oh.
to males. Okay.
I was gonna say.
Maybe you're like Javi, he's got a couple war turtles on there, you know what I mean?
And pretty soon, if you keep talking about it, it's gonna blastoise all over your face.
You know? Yeah, the only weird thing would be like if one of us gets a boner, you know, but then that would be funny.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be like a nervous boner, you know?
Maybe. Yeah.
Like you
Which-
start laughing
And
so
we
hard,
wouldn't have to say
you get a
pause
boner.
or
Yeah.
no homo
No
or whatever it
homo.
is people say now.
As long as you don't bust, it's fine, right? Like,
True, that's true.
It's like,
If you bust at that
That's-
point, what is it?
what is that? I don't know.
I think that would be fine.
You're just having a conversation, and all of a sudden you bust. Come on.
That would be
It's like that's
fucking.
the wrong place for JOMJ,
Yeah,
okay?
come on, man.
What do you mean? There's a bunch of sumo wrestlers in there. They got a bunch of
Yeah, I
juggies
want
in
a
there.
Men, that's fine. They can do that on their own time.
No, that's funny.
I mean, I think you could get a boner because they say like even when you go to like a male masseuse, you get boners or something like that.
Well, I mean, the idea is this: you're in a relaxed environment, which increases your circulatory
Serotonin?
and your capillaries expand. Your blood flows better, which is literally how men get hard.
Yeah.
So it's like not out of the question to have that. And to your point, it's like, why are you hard? If the explanation is you're relaxed, you feel comfortable, cool. If you're seeing a guy and you're like, ooh, I'm getting excited, that's a little bit different. I mean, not that we're judging, I wouldn't want that with my male friends. That would be awkward. If they're hard and like, dude, I'm just too relaxed and I feel good, it's like, oh, you're away from toxic women and now you're being, your ED is cured. This is nice.
Which
I
you mean, what is that telling you? You need to
Women
become
are-
gay. You've made the wrong
You
choice
could
in
be,
life.
yeah. If that's your problem, I mean, could be. Hey, no shame.
I'm just kidding.
I just wouldn't want to be like sitting at a sauna with no underwear, man. That sounds freaking terrible.
Well, yeah, because you'd burn your ass, your nutsack.
Your
and
nuts.
everything,
It's like you already
Oh, like
leave
if
your
you're in
print
you're in
of your
the.
body when you're sweating. If you take your shirt off, imagine like the skin to your balls probably gets stuck, and then you leave the Tucker Carlson mark over there,
I've had it at the dry sauna before when I'm at the gym and like my shorts, like if I decide to lean back further or put my legs up, where if it's not too hot, it's not a big deal, but the back of my thigh gets kind of like burnt red if I sit it on the wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's really hot.
Yeah, like the
Imagine
dry-
your nutsack.
The dry sauna would suck, bro.
Yeah. I don't think I would go to the sauna,
Yeah.
But then you would get all sweaty, right? So then there's like less friction anyway. Does that make sense? Like my
No.
balls sweat a lot, so like why not? Yeah, I think it would be less friction.
Yeah, but you'd be steaming them, Javi. Basically, at that point.
Yeah, there would be no need for a vasectomy at that point, right? Because
I
it's
don't
too
know,
hot.
dude. Maybe I would just put my
Like, you're
back
killing
and
off.
put my dick up. You know what I mean? So it's not.
Maybe. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like on my back, lay on my back. I don't think I would sit down.
But then at that point you would need a towel, right? Because it's like on like for a pillow.
No, not at a sauna. It's pretty comfortable. It's pretty relaxing.
I guess I haven't been to
I
one.
mean, I
in,
guess
like,
as long as I get to put a towel below me so I don't scorch my nutsack, I'd be fine.
Yeah. Because everything else, like, I mean, the one that would be gross is the jacuzzi. I don't want to be,
And everybody's juices.
yeah, with my cream cheese all over. I guess you already are when you're wearing clothes, I guess, though. But it's just like, when it's like, oh, fuck, it's like
It's
a
just
dick
kind
suit.
of like the the mentality idea of it. It's like the fact that it's a bit more exposed and open. It's like,
Yeah.
listen, if that person didn't wipe correctly or didn't shower before getting in,
Oh, dude, yeah, this shit like I didn't think about. Yeah,
that's the stuff. That's why I said I would need it to be reputable, people I trust, because otherwise then it feels kind of gross.
Yeah, like it is pretty gross if you think about jacuzzis. Just like the concept, you don't know, freaking.
Well, I mean, like I don't know about
You're
you guys, but like in school, like you would change after gym, and you'd see naked men. It wasn't a big deal. I even remember there was two classmates in my gym class that I knew were gay, but I didn't care because they weren't being weird about it.
Yeah.
We all changed in front of each other.
What about Javi? You had more locker room stuff. You never did anything wild like that. You got to grab the captain's penis or something like that. They never, you know,
no, like you talk about initiations,
something like that. You know.
Hazing.
a little bit of hazing. No,
Yeah, because you played, you know, more
More
organized
team sports. No, people like there were some dudes that would shower naked, but like and you know in the locker rooms there would be no curtains, right?
Yeah, no curtains.
So like you were just like dick to wall, and that was it, you know. And some guys would just wear their like tiny swim trunks, and like clean your balls inside, like you know what I mean.
yeah,
So it wasn't weird. I think we all kind of like, yo, it is what it is. None of us want to be sweaty in class because we had like the 5 a.m. Practices. Those fucking sucked.
because when I was younger, I never like changing like that, dude. Honestly, like
I didn't like it, but it was what it was.
now I don't care. You know, now I'm just like,
But back then,
But-
like your body's changing. It was like the most awkward
Yeah.
stage of your life.
True.
You know,
it's like you don't know, you know.
And boy, I mean, listen.
you're not trying to compare. Well, back then you probably are trying to compare dick sizes and.
Well, that's what I was actually going to get to. So women talk about, the body positivity movement. For men, that doesn't exist, okay? Regardless of what you may think, boys are, like, very rude to each other, especially growing up. So, like, dick size was a big thing. You know, all these kids, you know, they watch
Or
the
a little
naughty
thing.
shit. Yeah, or little things, whatever the kid.
and these bitches are out here body shaming,
Whatever the
man.
kid
So,
may be.
yeah, boys would be body shamed. Like, oh, your nuts are small. Hey, your dick is small. Hey, your dick is too big. Hey, your nuts are too big. Like,
Yeah.
women, you think you guys have it hard? You don't.
Not
Men
as
get it
hard as.
Oh yeah. But I'm just saying, like, that's. I don't think people think of that about that often because men, at some point, hopefully in life, get over it and just move on. But it
Well,
exists.
you have no choice. You have to move
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, no,
Your
no
body,
choice.
no choice.
Correct. Yeah.
Our body, no choice. Let's go.
Yeah, because the creepy things for guys, like, too, that's creepy more is like even the, and we've talked about it before, it's like when you go to the locker room of like, but it's like the rec center, you know?
Yeah.
And there's
Oh, you
like
have to see the
old
old-
naked men. Like, I would feel safer if I was a chick and there's like old like moms that are naked opposed to the fucking guys that
Dudes?
just go there alone. You know what I mean? They're
True.
already like fucking 40 and just like perverts. Like, because they're like, I don't know. I feel like there's more maybe perverted old guys than
Than
perverted old
females.
girls. You know
I
what I
agree
mean?
with that. Statistically, that's actually true.
Because usually the moms, they're already taking their kids and they're like, you know,
They're more
all
innocent in that
girls.
regard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like guys, like all of them are, you know, you always got like one weirdo. He's like, you would finish swimming and stuff, and he's still just sitting there.
Just watching people change.
Yeah.
And he's got his.
And he's
But
naked.
he would be
yeah.
butt ass naked for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, just like sitting there like nothing. I was like, bro, like I already got done. You're still sitting right there.
Yeah. Get a move on.
Yeah.
This isn't a hangout spot.
Yeah, I would hate that, man. But now it's just like, well, maybe if I put myself in the senior shoes, what do you think?
He's trying to muster up the energy to move.
The strength.
He
to
just
move.
hates his life, basically, you know.
Probably. Yeah.
But I don't know. I bet you some people are creeps, you know, for at least for the.
Well, especially
course.
nowadays.
But it is crazy they haven't like for as much of like, oh, now they got LGBTQ non-binary like our restroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That everybody can go to all inclusive. It's kind of crazy that they haven't changed that in rec centers. You know?
It would be too much money for them. They're like, listen, we've just
No,
got
but
two
at least
bathrooms.
like even Javi said like put a fucking curtain. You know?
I guess that's true.
Yeah, because even at one time when we used to play at the Sorensen rec center, and they had like the like I went there, I was gonna take a shower, and I didn't want to feel like a pervert, you know, because I was like,
Yeah.
it's like, you know what, I'm gonna take a shower. Just got done playing basketball, but there was like kids playing. So isn't that crazy? That it's like if I get naked inside of there, I'm not a pedophile,
Yeah.
but like outside of it, I would be.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is I think like the intent is a big portion of it, and you have to err on the side of caution. But
Because I even was gonna shout, I'm like, dude, that would just like if a kid walked in, like I would feel bad about like a kid walking in
Yeah.
to like a naked guy.
And honestly, you should. I think you should feel bad.
You know? So I just like rinse myself like on the sink, you know. But yeah, it's like I thought about that. It's like, oh, why don't kid like a kid, even if you see just my ass or something, like I'm still gonna turn around, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin like a kid freaking. Oh, I saw a man naked today, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what about you, Javi? Anything else that you would say about? What I don't even know what the fuck the question was. Something with your boys and
Was being in a steam. I said steam room, a Korean bathhouse. What was it? Korean what?
Yeah, one of the Korean spas,
Spas. Okay.
the nude spas. I think it would be okay. Like it wouldn't be like anything. Technically, we haven't.
so maybe this guy's nervous. You know what I mean? So maybe I think that's what he's looking for. It's like
Did
how
he say
to get over the nervousness.
Did he say close friends or not so close friends?
Both. He's like
Oh,
hang out
both.
with your close or not so close male friends at a nude spa.
Yeah, not so close friends. I wouldn't do that.
No,
Yeah.
not so close friends. Absolutely not. But close friends, sure.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it says a buddy of mine like invited me along with the rest of groomsmen. So it's like sounds like a bachelor party.
Oh, I wouldn't even do that first. So I just do a better activity, man. It's a sausage fest. It's already a sausage fest to begin with, because it's a
It's a
What-
bachelor party.
bachelor party. You guys are already gonna be sharing beds at the hotel.
Yeah, the thing you need is women. That's the idea, right?
Come on, man. You're
That's
gonna be
exactly what they're doing to each other.
what.
Come on.
But yeah, they're gonna be. I don't know, bro. So if you're nervous because of that, dude, whoever is planning that, plan something better.
He's
you
a
know what I mean?
shitty, what are they called? Best man. Shitty
That's
best
what he's
man.
gonna plan. It's like, oh, we're all gonna go to a Korean spa. It's gonna be all inclusive. We're all gonna be naked. Maybe that friend is a pervert. Because if I was planning something for a bachelor party, that would be the last thing I think about.
So yeah, you wouldn't want to do that. You're probably going to be doing that with your future wife or husband if he's into that. You know, like
Yeah.
why would you, as a man, want to do that with your boy, like with your man friends?
Yeah. And I would think that's also like an older activity too, you know?
Yeah.
Like if we went, I think I would probably maybe want to be like 35, you know? That's more like a 35 to
It's a 45 type of, or older.
activity, you know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, you already gave up with your body,
Yeah.
you know? Your body has seen better days or something like that. I don't know.
Sure.
So where it's just like you said, maybe you already have a family and stuff like that, where it's like, you know, I know. But yeah,
Keep
I
it
wouldn't
low-key.
plan to.
But even then, there's a lot of other sane activity, or not sane. What was?
Yeah,
what's
you
the
can do
right
so
word?
many things, like normal
there's
activities.
A lot of cool activities.
You can go to
do.
the strip club. Dude, you might as well just go to Chippendales if you want to do something, you know? Freaking male anatomy. Why you want to look at your fucking out of shape fucking friends?
Yeah, go
dude?
see someone who's in prime condition.
Yeah, see a fucking soldier. You know what I mean? Couple Larrys out there. You
Couple
know what I
magic mics.
mean? Yeah.
Dude, I think an escape room would be pretty fun because then it would, depending on which one you could go to a horror one that scares people.
That's
so
called
you
a brothel. Come
Yeah,
on,
you
man.
can see like which ones get scared the easiest. But then it's like, how stupid are some of my friends? How
Yeah.
detached are they?
Dude, because then that would suck. Like, imagine you go and, you know, maybe some of you take only, it's like all the dumbest friends that you know. And then you have to use your powers the whole fucking
I
time.
get
like,
frustrated.
yeah, then you got somebody that's being an idiot, you know?
Yeah, man.
Or somebody, dude, don't you hate the people that they question everything that you do, but dude, they're like the biggest idiots. They don't know anything.
And they have no initiative. They don't have any creativity. They refuse to ever take accountability, but they call everybody out. Oh, I think we should like. The funny thing is, this is exactly what happens. Let's say you would eat afterwards, or do another activity afterwards, or hang out. Dude, man, you know, I saw that. I thought about we should have just done this. Listen, your ass did nothing except sit in the corner and bitch the whole time.
They didn't say anything, that they didn't contribute to anything.
No, they did nothing.
All he's like, oh, well, yeah, it was slang because I had this in mind, but I didn't feel like telling you guys because I thought you guys would get mad at me, you know?
Yeah.
But what other activities could you do for a bachelor party? So we already said go to a Magic Mike's.
It sounds kind of feminine, but I think cooking would be fun because then you get to see like who follows instructions
barbecue.
well.
You know, you can barbecue
Yeah,
with the boys.
like a cooking class or something.
Yeah, you can barbecue with the boys. Escape room. You know, you can do what other things do
Obstacle course.
like MXC or what?
Well, it's like the ones that like the like the inflatable bouncy houses that people have,
Okay.
where they have obstacle courses that you can do that, or you run the whole gamut because then they have the one with the I call them the Q-tip things that you hit them off the platform with.
Oh shit.
Then you have the one where you're tied to like a bungee cord and see who can get the furthest, because you know how it pulls you back because it's super strong. because everyone thinks like, oh, I can get all the way to the end, and I like if you have low center of gravity and good strength, but still like that's not, it's gonna win. It's strong paracord, but
So you can do that. You can do maybe even rent a couple cool cars, you know?
go to a comedy club.
Yeah, a comedy club. That one's fun. Like when we
Yeah,
go,
we
you
go.
know,
It's super fun.
that one's easy to go. What about anything from the Javi? He's been a bachelor, you know. So, what would you do for in this guy? What would you suggest he does instead of going to see each other naked?
Instead of seeing each other naked, go shoot some fucking guns.
Oh, that's also fun,
That's a
huh?
pretty good one, yeah.
Yeah.
You go shoot fucking guns.
Dude, that's good too. If you have enough guys, you can go like shoot hoops or play a sport. 'Cause I think it's always
Jump out of a plane. You know,
Yeah,
there's
as long
so
as-
many better things to do than get naked with your boys.
I actually think it's how underrated it is.
You can go camping together.
Camping's super fun too. Yeah,
camping's fun.
River rafting. That
fishing.
that shit is fun.
Oh, and you got to take us camping before the year ends, remember, Rose?
Yes, we'll go. It's starting to get cold already. We should probably go soon.
We can go to Moab. It's still kind of hot down
It's
there.
like a 4-hour drive. I mean, we could go. But I
Javi's got the Catholic bus, you know?
Dude, if you can get that Catholic bus, we'll all go in one vehicle. What else? I mean, we discussed a lot of different ideas. Those are really good ideas.
You can even go to the beach, man, you know?
Not
Go
in
to
Utah.
the lake or something like that,
Yeah.
you know? That's pretty fun. I think camping for me, I think maybe that would be the thing to do, you know? Camping, because you can cook, you can play games, you can take a little volleyball net, you know?
True.
Do a little bit of that. You can shoot if it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
A lot of things, you know?
Stargaze.
Yeah.
Shout out to the LGBTQ community. The camping's probably one of the best ones for sure. Because it gives you like enough time to
It forces you to bond with them and
Yeah.
see if you guys can survive together.
But I would
For
want to do
sure.
like one of those cool campings now where they take like a big ass tent and you can take an air mattress and you like deck it out like it's almost a house.
like a glamping thing.
I've never done it, but dude, it kind of looks cool. Like I would kind of want to do it.
I've never had one with all that stuff, like all
Huh?
the equipment. Yeah.
Dude, because I actually bought a net while I traded, and I have one that's like a 16-person tent, I think, dude.
Damn.
So it's like I've never opened it up, but I think it'd be cool. It's like you get a mansion, basically, you know?
Yeah. Well, to your point, that they have like the area rugs. They have like curtains.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
So I think it would
Where
be
they
cool.
have a
as, like-
table to sit and eat at because it's so big.
yeah.
That'd be fun.
I mean, we could still do like eat outside and stuff like that, but it would be cool if you get a kind of like a house basically in the middle.
I've
of
seen
nowhere.
people where they set up like their TV and
Yeah.
stuff, and they have a generator running, obviously for power. But
Yeah. Like that would be pretty cool, you know?
That's so funny because it just defeats the purpose of going.
It does, but it doesn't because you walk outside and there's nothing.
no, yeah, that's my thing. Is like, I think those are okay, and I find those to be kind of night activities, right? Where you've been outside all day, now you kind of unwind before you go to bed, and you want to like relax and simmer down a little bit. Cool, put something on because my brother will sometimes. I don't know if he still has it, a projector,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
just
see,
hooked
that
it
would
up
be
to
cool.
his phone, and then we put it up against, and just watch a movie or something.
Yeah, because that's fun too.
and wait for
You
the
play a little bit of
Bigfoot.
chess, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like doing that. You take a chess set, you play chess. Psst,
Yeah,
You use your mind a little bit, you know?
it
Pretty
sounds
nice.
good.
But I
But-
think we're, how good are we on time, Javi?
I think we have a little bit of time for some wholesome advice.
Some wholesome advice?
Wholesome
Yeah.
advice. Okay.
And maybe Host, you can start, because
I'm gonna
he's
start since I wasn't here last week. Oh man, let me think. I didn't think about wholesome advice, and I had an extra week to think about it. And I want to avoid some of the ones that we've done a lot because I feel like I've repeated myself quite a bit, or they're all in kind of the same side of.
So maybe I'll do one because I thought one that I guess we kind of discussed today, but I would say maybe cook a little bit more, because I feel like I hadn't been cooking as much. Like I had been cooking, but I had been making a lot of like easy recipes. So I just throw something in the Instapot or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or throw something in the air fryer, and like I don't know. I just started this week like cooking a little bit more, like making my own breakfast, making just chicken, actually grilling it or marinating it. It's like stuff more where I have to like wash a couple more dishes,
Yeah.
and it's like, damn, dude, I forgot how much fun I have cooking, And then you get to eat your meal. You have a bunch of leftovers.
It's rewarding to like, oh, I made all this.
Yeah, and it's even with inflation, like, you can still cook quite a bit of stuff for a lot cheaper. It'll last you at least for me, it'll last me. Some of my stuff will last me like 3 to 4 days. You know, if like.
If you know what ingredients to buy, you can stretch your dollar pretty easily.
So I think that would be one thing. Is like cook something. It's, I don't know, it feels good. It's like you, and I have my plants and stuff. I got my peppers and stuff like that. You know, so I could use some of those. I use some of my tomatoes. So it was just kind of like, oh man, it felt good to.
We could do challenges and be like, okay, cook a meal for under $10.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Challenge yourself to cook a meal under $10.
No, but it is, because like if you think about it, it's like, you know, it's, you save money and then you have food for
For
a couple
days.
more days, and it's like really good food if you can cook a recipe. Like, really, if you follow a recipe and you don't be a idiot about it, like you'll cook like really good stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just like stuff that you would pay like double or triple the amount at a restaurant. You can make it yourself, but I made that stuff. I do some of my stuff from my garden, and then I kind of let it cool down a little bit. So I cleaned around the house, and then once everything was clean, I just took my food outside, you know, ate outside. You know, it was relaxing. It just felt like I don't know, it just felt like a good reward, you know. I don't know, it was pretty nice. So I would say that cook yourself a meal, or somebody else a meal.
Yeah. I think I got mine now. Unless you want to go, Javi.
You can go.
For me, it would be look at something that you maybe is just, it's automatic for you to like have or kind of expect. So a car is a big one. Like, so unless you live somewhere like New York that has excellent public transportation,
I don't know about excellent.
Well, I mean, comparatively speaking, in terms
Compared to
of how to
Utah?
get around, like it's
yeah.
actually really good. I'm not saying it's excellent in the sense you're going to get there this fast, but
Yeah.
you will get to where you need to go without a ton of effort.
It's
But
not, yeah.
so I had a friend, her car broke down, and then they fixed it within like 2 days, but then it broke down again. And so her and I were chatting, and I said she didn't know like how to explain why it sucks so much, which we know why it sucks, but I used the word like you feel vulnerable where what if an emergency happens and I have to leave my house? My form of transportation is gone now.
Yeah.
If, you know, her kid gets sick or whatever the case may be. So it's like, look at something that you just, it's
Take for
like,
granted,
you don't even
basically.
think about. Like for me, it sounds stupid, like toilet paper. Can you imagine, like, don't have toilet paper for 2 weeks and think about like how you're wiping yourself. Like it's such a nice commodity. Toothpaste, brushing your teeth.
I mean, that makes sense, right? That's why toilet paper was the first thing to go during COVID.
Yeah, I mean that's it's odd that people thought that, but I mean it makes sense too.
Yeah.
But just the things that you don't think about, like one of
So,
the things I've been thinking about a lot is
clean water.
I keep seeing homeless people, and as terrible as it sounds, like it's an awful position to be in.
Coming
I
from
get-
somebody who's ruined somebody's home.
Yeah, I am that person. Okay, I'm a
Homewrecker host.
Home wrecker host over here.
HWJ guys. I walk in, I close the door, and I think I have a roof over my head. The walls are insulated. I have heat or AC. I don't have to be outside in the elements. I can have it to such a perfect temperature. And then I think even when I go to Puerto Rico, because air conditioning is a very expensive
Damn, that's a
commodity
good
there.
one, bro. Air conditioning.
You know, like
Woo.
it's such a commodity that none of my aunt's houses have. Well, one of them does because she lives in a really nice area, but the other ones don't have it. So if it's 100 degrees outside with 90% humidity, you're just indoors, just constantly. Even if you have a fan going, you're just like suffocated.
Yeah.
And at some point, you get used to the idea of it sucks, but what am I gonna do? And then again, I come back home here where even if it's 90 degrees, my AC's on. I'm like, I'm not sweating at all. Like, so those things, it's like, it can always go at any moment. It's never a given. And so it's just kind of appreciating those. And I'm not saying big things, because there's always big things you can, just the small ones. And you kind of realize how,
I mean,
what a
even
different-
power, you know.
having a stove to cook a hot meal with, having hot water. Like, you know, people that don't have hot water or cold water, depending on what they need, but running water.
Yeah, I remember. Well, I said the story on here, but the last time we went to Mexico, just like over there, it's like, oh, you can't really drink as much water. You know, you got to get like a bottled water at the store, or you know, they have like a can, but they won't even fill it up because they drink Coke basically
Because
all the
soda
time.
is like more readily available
You know?
than water is.
So they
so
drink
it's
it all
scary.
the time, and it's just like, yeah, you're drinking like you have to go get bottled water, drinking juice. I just remember like when I got home, I was just like, I was drinking water. I was like chugging it out of the shower. Because I was just like, oh, dude, I can take a 40-minute shower if I want to. And I was just like, I don't know, dude. I felt so grateful
showers
for the shower, bro. It's like, oh man, and I can like this water, like I can even drink this shower water.
We shit in water clean enough to drink.
Yeah,
we really do.
So I was just like, dude, I just remember I was gulping. I was like, you can't do this shit in Mexico. Fuck Mexico.
Yeah, water pressure is like a big thing too.
Yeah.
Like I remember being in Puerto Rico where, and then obviously Javi can have his wholesome advice turn, but I like cold showers, especially like when it's really hot outside. So let's say I've been mowing the lawn, working on the grass, whatever, and I go inside and I turn on like to the coldest setting and it like resets my body and refreshes. Not a thing in Puerto Rico. They don't have cold water. It's like as warm as if it's outside and it was 100 degrees, the water's going to be like 80, 90 degrees. So I don't get to cool off. So small things like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, Javi, what about you?
I say, if people are wrong, don't
let them be wrong.
Let them be wrong
Sometimes
and
it's
move
okay,
on with
yeah.
their day. This is an option, you know. But also, don't belittle people because they don't know something. Like, there's so much information in the world, and just because somebody doesn't know anything about a certain topic, especially if it's a specific topic, and people make them feel like shit, dude. I've never understood that. And
When somebody tries to get their point across, like, oh, well, what do you mean you don't know about the whales and blah blah blah?
yeah, dude, like there's a trillion different things in this world that people are worried about too.
When somebody's so proud they know one thing,
Yeah,
to
it
belittle
makes
you over that. They took so much time to just learn one thing.
yeah, it makes no sense, right? To me, anyway. And then with that, be mindful that violence is an option, because you'll get knocked the fuck out. Is what I'm saying, and it is an option. More now than ever.
Don't talk to Cynthia like that, okay, Javi?
What?
Come on.
What do you mean? She attacks me? What the hell? It's just
What
a
do you
reminder.
mean you didn't know I loved hot meals. Boom.
You see these? You want to know how I got this scar on my face? It wasn't the baby. I'll tell you that much.
Equal rights, baby, and equal lefts. Boom.
Yeah,
That
equal rights,
striker, you know what I mean?
equal rights, equal fights. Let's go. But those are,
Androgynous fights, you know?
is that a?
Is that a robot? That's an android, you fuckface.
Oh, you fucking idiots. No, but yeah, that's kind of my advice. Like, just don't belittle anybody, because you can get knocked the fuck out
Yeah, and there's somebody that's always going to know more than you, you know?
at everything.
That's
Like,
the thing. It's
I
just
mean,
like,
just
humble yourselves, you pieces
Yeah.
of shit.
there's always so much stuff. Again, the internet allows access to.
Or even just like not even like information, but like being better at something than someone
Yeah.
doesn't make you any better than them. Like, you
True.
can't judge a fish by how it climbs
but that's
a
what I'm saying.
tree.
Is like,
You know what I mean?
There's somebody better than everyone at everything, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I hate these people that are like snot nosed, like, oh, I'm the greatest fucking thing walking on earth, and you can't even grow some tomatoes.
You know?
Yeah. Or survive. We should throw everybody has to go through survival training. That should be in
That would be a fun game for us to play, too. You know?
I wouldn't be happy, but I think I do pretty decent with it. Yeah.
and it will
I
humble
think
you.
it would be good at that, too, dude, you know?
Yeah.
But that's it.
You know?
That's my 2 cents rant.
Yeah. Everybody.
Advice.
So everyone knows something you don't, regardless of how stupid you think they are.
Uh.
They'll know something you have no clue about. And I've always I can't remember who told me that or if I read it somewhere. It always stuck with me. Like,
You already
There's-
had that power and that
you-
knowledge. You know, you didn't read that anywhere.
everyone you come across, like, they'll know something you don't know, and I think that's pretty powerful. But
Yes, sir.
that being said,
If I
shall
know
we-
one thing, I know nothing. Let's
yeah,
go.
true. So we end it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You just want to bang us out?
Yeah, we will.
Bang bang.
It's been the Butter Pecan,
Puerto Rican.
and then Jimmy Tatsumaki. He ran off. I set him down. So I
He's
don't know.
peacefully protesting, you know?
Is Filomeno on screen?
Yes, sir.
Filomeno, he's
Well,
down
fuck,
here.
he's in the middle. He's a caregiver. When Jose needs a
Caretaker.
pill,
He's got the pill from a bee, so.
it is Filomeno.
And
And
he
Filomeno.
behind him, we've got the Apple employee, the superintendent, the inventor of the Apple Nets to prevent self-deletion. It is Melissa Sunwukong Carter. And below them, we have someone who keeps the place frigid. That's to make sure none of you guys getting funny ideas. Our security, personal bodyguard, Larry
The Winter Soldier.
To his right, if you're watching on screen, to my left, we've got La Bestia, pretty much. got none other than Jos Beefy, 666, La Bestia.
La Bestia.
And you
And-
can't talk about the beast?
Without the beauty, but she's not here, so we're gonna talk about
Nissan Hatake.
Abormoto,
Abormoto.
mobile abortionist, and holding her,
Yeah.
unlike she holds the babies that or former
Hey, she
babies.
had her baby too.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, she had her baby, you know?
Yep.
She's back from abortion break, though.
But that being said, it's the Omega, from the
Bodega,
Bodega, Mr. J48, Javi.
Viva Cristo Rey, and I'm a top G University alumni. Let's go.
So like, subscribe, share it with someone. Your subscriptions help us out immensely. We have a couple things planned. We mentioned that will be for sure going into effect in the new year. I know we're hitting towards the latter part of 2022. We're gonna end it nicely. But pay attention to the things we'll be doing next year. There's gonna be some good growth for us. Not down there, you perverts. But as
Or
always,
down there.
lest we forget,
Una vez más.
itadakimasu. Take care, everybody.
Itachi.